1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in early on this Sunday game out here in Casper, Wyoming. You heard me correctly. Joey Hurley and Brett Crane. Brett Crane joining me in the booth again, Director of Clubhouse Operations for the Orem. Pardon me. We are in Casper, Wyoming for a 3-game series against the Casper Rockies. It's been a crazy day today. We got into our hotel about 9:30 in the morning and had to get to the field at 3:30. It's been a fantastic day.
It's been an unbelievable day filled with lots of sleep and food.
That's
right. That didn't happen.
That's exactly opposite of what happened today.
That's right.
Again, we play the Casper Rockies today, tomorrow, and the next day in a 3-game series. Should be lots of fun. Last night, a fantastic win for the Orem Owlz, winning 12-6 over the Idaho Falls Chuckers, winning the series against the Chuckers. 2 games out of the 3 games we played against the Chuckers. Last night was lots of fun. It was a long game. The win went to Timothy DeGurgis for the Owlz, now with a record of 3-1. The loss sadly went to the pitcher for the Chuckers, Mario Santiago, now with a record of 0-2. 2 losses for Santiago. And now the Orem Owlz record is 3-4 in the second half of the season. The Casper Rockies, whom we face today, are actually 5-2. They are tied for first place with the Ogden Raptors, who are also 5-2. Below us all are the Idaho Falls Chuckers, with now a record of 1-6. So, should be an interesting game today. The Casper Rockies come out of winning the Ogden Raptors in the last couple of days. Brett Crane is dancing to Pump Up the Jam by Tektronic out here.
Got to get ready, Joey.
And he's the whitest person I've ever seen in my life.
That's right.
Let's see what's going on in the Pioneer League standings right now. For the Casper Rockies, Trevor Allen, who's in the lineup tonight for the Rockies, is batting .378. Corey Wimberly, who's also in the lineup, is batting .352. Also, Cole Garner in the lineup tonight has 33 RBIs. Above him is Dallas Morris with 34 RBIs. Dallas Morris, obviously, with the Orem Owlz. For stolen bases, Bradley Kuhn has made it up into the Pioneer League leaders with now 12 stolen bases, getting, 4 in the series against Idaho Falls Chuckers.
I believe he had 2 in Game 1 and 2 last night.
Wow. Crazy. Corey Wimberly's above him, though. He's starting off tonight for the Rockies. He has 22 stolen bases. Good gracious.
Wow.
Jose Arredondo, who's pitching tonight for the Orem Owlz, is up there tied for first place with 4 wins. Pitcher Arredondo. As a team, Casper is batting .285 compared to the Orem Owlz, who are batting .268. As a team pitching, Orem is pitching about 4.6 ERA, with Casper pitching about a 4.87 ERA. Casper Rockies are the minor league affiliate team of the Colorado Rockies, and we're playing out here in, what's the name of this field? I forgot.
Mike Lansing
Is it Mike Lansing?
Field, named after the former Colorado Rocky Mike Lansing.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So we're out here. It's a beautiful day. It's pretty cool out here. It's maybe about 80 degrees. Pretty cloudy up there in the sky. Not too much sun. It's a little bit overcast out there. Also in the Pioneer League standings, Dallas Morris has 57 hits. He also has 18 doubles now and 25 extra base hits. Mark Trumbo's underneath him with 17 doubles, and that's a darn good amount of doubles.
A lot of doubles.
What I'm saying.
Double your fun.
That's right. Well, let's go over the starting lineups for tonight. First, for the Casper Rockies, starting off will be number 1, Corey Wimberly, playing shortstop. Batting second is second baseman number 2, Eric Young, Jr. Batting third and playing right field, number 27, Trevor Allen. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, left fielder, number 5, Cole Garner. Playing first base and batting fifth, number 54, Kyle Blumenthal. The designated hitter tonight, number 25, Chris Cook. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 44, Dexter Fowler. The catcher tonight for the Rockies, number 28, Steven Flores, and the third baseman, number 17, Daniel Mayora. Pitching tonight is Alan Johnson for the Rockies. We're about to do the national anthem out there. We'll go for a quick commercial break and come back.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I looked at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force Cross into the Blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're about to get started out here at Mike Lansing Field against the Casper Rockies. Should be an exciting game. Again, pitching for the Rockies, Alan Johnson. He's a right-handed pitcher from Pleasant Grove, Alabama. Last played with Mississippi State. Alan Johnson has a record of 2-1, 3.48 ERA on 41 and a third innings pitched. He's got 39 strikeouts and 9 walks. He leads his team in strikeouts and innings pitched. And with a low ERA like that, should be a fantastic game. For the Orem Owls, the starting lineup, starting off, number 15, Bradley Kuhn, playing left field. Batting second, the shortstop, number 14, Heinle Stacia. Batting third and playing third base, number 30, Dallas Morris. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 24, Mark Trumbo. Catching tonight, number 36, Brett Martinez. The designated hitter, number 10, Patrick Riley. Playing second base tonight, Johan Silva, number 40, Johan Silva on second base. In right field, number 27, Josh Coles. And batting ninth, number 23, Santrell Smith, again in center field tonight. Pitching tonight for the Owls, number 47, Jose Arredondo. Arredondo is a right-handed pitcher as well. He leads the league with wins. He has a record of 4-0. He's from the Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He's acquired as a free agent this year. He has a 5.55 ERA, 35 and 2/3 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts, and 10 walks for Jose Arredondo. Looks like we're about to get started out there. Starting off for the Orem Owls, Bradley Kuhn, the left fielder from Willowick, Ohio. We're in the top of the first inning, a scoreless game out here at Mike Lansing Field against the Casper Rockies, game one in this 3-game series. Again, joining me in the booth, Brett Crane.
Thank you so much, as always, for having me, Joey.
Thank you, Brett.
Take a deep breath, grab a swig of water, eat your corn dog, and
let's get it started.
Let's get it started.
As they say, here's the first pitch of the game to Bradley Kuhn. It's a curveball way outside for ball one. 1-0 count now to Bradley Kuhn. And no runners yet on base, no outs yet. Kuhn is from Willowick, Ohio. He's batting .307 on the season. Here's the 1-0 to Kuhn. Fouls it off into the net. Strike one, 1-1 count.
Third baseman for the Casper Rockies, Daniel Mayor, playing in very, very shallow on the grass.
They've heard of Kuhn.
Yes, they've seen Kuhn play. They've got a good scouting report on him. He's probably about 20 feet in front of the third base bag there.
There's a 1-1 to Kuhn. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it out in the right field. Looks like it's going to bounce between right and center field. And looks like it's going to be a single for Bradley Kuhn. A nice blooper out there in shallow right field, starting off the game right. So a runner now on first base with no outs. Stepping to the plate will be number 14, Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. Did I sorry say that? Yeah.
Nice job by Brad Kuhn to get the game started just as he did last night. He led off with a double and later scored in the first inning. We'll see if Stacia, Morris, and Trumbo here can bring him around.
Cool.
And get the Owls off to an early start.
Yeah. Heinle Stacia is batting .276, up from .272 last night. Not bad. Pitcher Johnson thrown over to first base over there. Bradley Kuhn still safe. Again, Bradley Kuhn is up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 12 stolen bases. Let's see if he's only been caught stealing twice out of those 14 attempts, or however many attempts he had.
Good numbers for Brad Kuhn on the year running the bases. He, of course, leads the Owls in stolen bases.
Yeah. Again, Heinle Stacia at the plate right now for the Owls. He's got 16 RBIs and 1 home run. Here's his 0-0. Slow curve, catching the outside corner. Strike one, 0-1 count. That one coming very low in the strike zone.
Umpires for tonight's game, the same as we have had in Idaho Falls as they followed us along the road last night. Tim Bretsky behind the plate tonight. Matt Schufert on the bases.
Okay. Guys are interesting umps. Here's the 0-1, and it's a pass ball on the outside with a curveball, and Bradley Kuhn advances to second base on that passed ball. Finally, Stacia motioning him over. So now a runner on second base in the 1-1 count for Stacia. Already a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first. A scoreless game out here in Mike Lansing's field.
Steven Suarez, the catcher for the Rockies, just had that ball tip off the edge of his glove. Kuhn able to scoot along to second base and is now in scoring position with nobody out.
Does it say in the stats for the catcher if he's had passed balls or not? They don't count that?
Not on the two sheets I've got in front of me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's in this book that they gave us.
Novel. There's the 1-1 slider outside corner. Just missing the outside ball, 2-1 count to Stacia.
Let me do some research here, Joey.
Yeah, take your time. We got all day and night. All right, here comes the 2-1 to Stacia. Still got a runner on second base. Pitcher checking his runner. There it goes. Outside with slider again. Ball 3. So the 3-1 count now for Stacia. Still no outs. Runner on second base out there. Stacia is from Curaçao, Netherlands, Antilles. He speaks 4 languages. Batting .276 coming into the game. Last played with Trinity Christian Academy. Acquired in 2004. There's a 3-1. Grounder up the middle to the shortstop covering over second base. Throws to first. To Blumenthal. Gets the out at first base. But Bradley Kuhn advances to second. So now 1 out for the Owls with a runner on third base. Still a scoreless game here in the top of the first. Now batting will be number 30, Dallas Morris. Morris playing third base again tonight.
I'm going to say she does exactly what he's asked to do right there and moves the runner along to third base with 1 out, as there's a whole plethora of ways to get the runner in from third with less than 2 out. That, of course, makes the infield have to come into the edge of the grass with Dallas Morris coming to the plate. It's a good run-scoring situation here for the Owls.
Now, it's funny, they move everybody in. Why wouldn't they just move a couple of them? I don't know. There's the 0-0 to Morris. Fouls it down the third base line for strike one. I mean, why don't they have, like, the third base stay at normal depth and second come in and first go medium?
They'd like to be able to. Any ground ball, so if it's hit right at them, they can cut the runner down at the plate.
Okay.
Because if they're back a little bit, with Kuhn's speed, he could score in there pretty easily.
I got you. There's the 0-1. Fastball outside corner. Strike 2 for Morris. Nice pitch by Alan Johnson. That one just hitting the outside corner and low. 0-2 count now for Morris. 1 out. Runner on third base. Morris is batting .329 on the season. There's his 0-2. Swing and a miss. Drop strike 3. Catcher loses it but makes the throw to first base and barely gets out number 2. Morris almost beat that drop strike 3. So still now 2 outs. Still a runner on third base in the top of the first in a scoreless game. Stepping to the plate now, the first baseman, number 24, Mark Trumbo.
Trumbo comes into the game tonight hitting .268. He's going to look to drive in his 24th run of the year right here as Kuhn leads away from third.
Cool. Trumbo's batting .268 on the season. He's got 23 RBIs and 4 home runs. There's his 0-0 slider outside corner, strike 1, 0-1 count. Johnson, pitcher for the Rockies, doing a good job of hitting that outside corner, coming away from right-handed batters like Trumbo. Checks his runner at third. There's the 0-1 to Trumbo. Same thing. This time Trumbo swings on it. Strike 2. That one would have gone outside if he didn't swing, but 0-2 count now for Trumbo.
Wind blowing out very slightly towards left center field. Probably not enough to do too much to the ball, but the possibility of it picking up later in the game will see if the ball starts flying. There's the 0-2.
Get the hold of it out in the left field. Beautiful hit in the left center gap in shallow left field. And Mark Trumbo with a double. Looks like he's going to second base. The throw came in a little late. And so Mark Trumbo bats in. Bradley Kuhn for the run scored. Another RBI for Mark Trumbo, now with 24 on the season, and a double for Mark Trumbo. The score is now 1-0 in favor of the Orem Owls here in the top of the first inning.
For Trumbo, that is his league-leading 18th double of the year. He is tied with Dallas Morris, and that is his, as you mentioned, his 24th run batted in. Nice job to hit the 2-strike pitch out into the left center field gap.
So now still a runner on second, and Brett Martinez, the catcher, stepping to the plate. First pitch is a slider in the outside corner for strike 1. Barely hitting the outside corner. 0-1 count now with 2 outs. Still a runner on second. Martinez at the plate now for the Owls. He's batting .301 on the season. He's got 16 RBIs. Here's his 0-1. Gets a hold of it out into right field. Pop fly. And right fielder Allen gets a hold of that one and gets out number 3. That ends the top of the first. Owls leading 1-0. Come on back.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence. Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners multiple policy discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're now in the bottom of the first inning. The Owls are leading 1-0 thanks to a RBI double from Mark Trumbo, bringing in Bradley Kuhn for the run scored. Leading off this inning for the Casper Rockies will be Corey Wimberly, the shortstop. He's from Jacksonville, Florida, batting .352. Again, pitching for the Owls, Jose Arredondo, right-handed pitcher, record of 4-0, 5.55 ERA. He's got 28 strikeouts in 35 2/3 innings pitched, 10 walks for Jose Arredondo, pitcher for the Orem Owls right now. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Corey Wimberly, outside with a slider, ball 1-1-0 count.
It's called about a strike, actually.
Oh.
I believe.
Outside corner, then. Interesting.
We've got the bar blocking our scoreboard view from up here.
Hard to see. There's the 0-1, and grounds that one down the third baseline, just rolls down the third baseline. A nice hit from Corey Wimberly, but it's just going to be a single, thankfully, getting picked up by left fielder Kuhn and thrown in to hold Wimberly on first base.
Dallas Morris playing in on the edge of the grass there, trying to prevent Wimberly from laying down a bunt, and he just slapped one by him down the third base line for a leadoff single.
Is that called hitting it inside out?
Yeah, he did. He inside outed that ball, an inside pitch, and he was able to get his hands inside the ball and slap it down the third base line.
Weird. Now batting for the Rockies will be Eric Young Jr., the second baseman. He's got a runner on first with no outs. Owls still leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-0 to Young. Gets a hold of it, high pop fly out into center field. Underneath it, Santrell Smith. And Wimberly tags back on first base. So one out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the first inning. Nice play by Santrell Smith, only having to take a couple steps to his right to grab that one.
Corey Wimberly, the runner on first base, leading the Pioneer League with his 22 stolen bases, so definitely a threat to run on Brett Martinez, a good throwing catcher for the Owls behind the dish tonight. So this could be a good little matchup here between those two.
Yes, sir.
In the next 3 days.
Now batting for the Rockies, Trevor Allen, the right fielder. He's from Hoxton, Colorado. He's batting .378 coming into this game. He's up there as the Pioneer League leaders for his average. Here's the 0-0 to Allen. Arredondo lets it fly. Inside with a fastball. Ball 1-1-0 count. Arredondo, a very fast pitcher. I mean, his fastball is fast. He uses it to mostly overpower his batters. He can throw his fastball up to 96, 97 miles an hour, I've seen sometimes. Here comes the 1-0 to Trevor Allen. Arredondo checking his runner at first. Arredondo also has a very fast curveball that comes in at 84 to 88 miles an hour for his curve. Most people's fastball barely even gets up to that.
That is true.
That is crazy.
Arredondo, a very hard-throwing right-hander from the Dominican.
There's the 1-0 fastball inside again. Ball 2-0 count now. Wimberly staying over there on first base. Martinez is ready to throw.
Decent crowd on hand tonight here at Mike Lansing Field this afternoon, as the published game time in the area was actually at 4:05, and to accommodate our travel schedule, and also because we didn't know the game was pushed back to 5 o'clock.
There's the 2-0, checks the swing and an outside slider. Ball 3-0 count already for Allen batting for the Rockies. Still got a runner on first base. Arredondo missing that inside corner with his fastball. This time he went outside. Just a little too outside. The mascot for the Casper Rockies is Hobart the Platypus.
Platypus.
That's the funniest thing ever.
I didn't know if that was a duck.
Here's the 3-0. Again, outside with a slider. Oh, this time hits the... What the heck?
They called, I believe they said that he did not check his swing on the 2-0 pitch, so it was 2-1, and now it's 3-1.
Okay, interesting.
The umpire didn't make any real definitive call there. It's tough to tell.
And a lackadaisy. 3-1 count now for Allen. Still got a runner on first. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. Runner goes. Outside with a fastball. There's Martinez throwing to second base.
Wow.
Base to cover second and misses the runner. Wimberly getting in front of him, and Wimberly got behind him and snagged the bag with his hand. And so now a runner on...
No,
what the heck?
They caught him. That was a great tag behind Lee Stacey. It didn't look like he had a shot. Made a phenomenal sweeping tag behind the back. And Corey Wimberly is caught stealing for the 9th time this year. Brett Martinez just a laser beam to throw him out there.
Cool. All right, so now 1 out. I'm sorry, darn it, 2 outs now for the Rockies. Still batting is Trevor Allen. There's his next pitch. It's outside with a curveball, and that is ball 4. Darn it. I need to start over today. I need a do-over.
It's been a long night. Yeah, please bear with us as we're coming off. Personally, I'm on about 45 minutes of sleep from last night. So
that's Bush League.
That is Bush League. I've got wrinkles under my eyes. That's Bush League.
All right, so the first walk in the game, and it's gone. It gives to Jose Arredondo, pitcher for the Owls. He now has 11 walks in the season. The runner on first, stepping to the plate for the Rockies, Cole Garner, the left fielder. His first pitch is on the outside with a curveball for ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Runner on first base. Owls still leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Garner. Arredondo lets it fly. Gets a hold of it, but fouls it down the third base line. Strike 1, 1-1 count.
Cole Garner, playing left field tonight, comes into the ballgame hitting .278. He does not have any home runs and has driven in 10 runners this year for the Rockies as he's hitting cleanup in the lineup for manager P.J. Carey tonight.
All right. I wrote down that Garner has 33 RBIs and 10 home runs.
Wow. That would just be awkward if I totally missed that, and I did. 10 and 33.
That's okay. That last one, Garner swung on a fastball inside, so it's strike 2 now. 1-2 count now. Runner on first base.
I'm just glad to know that you're paying attention.
I try. What did you say? There's the 1-2, and Cole Garner is hit in the inside of his foot with a fastball going low.
That can't feel good.
Ouch. He's limping up to first base. I think he's going to might get pinch run for. He's walking pretty slow up to first base.
That ball hit him quite hard. I think we might see Jeremy Spencer, the trainer for the Rockies, come out of the dugout, or maybe not, but
no,
that ball hit him pretty good, and he's walking very gingerly down to first base.
Good word. We can hear it. We can hear the slap from way up here. So now runner on first and second base with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Al still leading 1-0. Overcast out here. The press box is up and above the grandstands behind them, and we're about, maybe 30 or 40 rows back from the actual field. It's pretty far away from us.
Yeah, we're up here a little bit, a little different than in Idaho Falls.
Now batting is Kyle Blumenthal, the first baseman. His first pitch is a slow curve, missing the inside corner for ball 1. 1-0 count now for Blumenthal. Blumenthal's batting .330 on the season. A lot of big hitters on the Rockies lineup for tonight. None of them going below 250, it looks like. 259 is the lowest. 257, wow.
Yeah, a lot of good hitters tonight in the lineup for Casper.
There's the 1-0, and it's a slider on the outside, low for ball 2. 2-0 count now for Blumenthal. Blumenthal's from San Bernardino, California, playing first base like usual. He's a left-handed batter, 21 RBIs, 3 home runs for Blumenthal, so a minor threat. There's the 2-0, gets a hold of that one, out to center field. Underneath it is center fielder Santrell Smith, way back in the warning track, makes the catch. Beautiful play by Santrell Smith. Beautiful. That's the bottom of the first. That's the end. Owls are still leading 1-0. Come on back.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta. Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone. Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola. Bologna.
spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone. New Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're now in the top of the second inning. The Owls are leading 1-0 thanks to a double RBI from Mark Trumbo in the first inning. Batting this inning for the Orem Owls will be Patrick Riley, Johan Silva, and Josh Cole. So here comes Riley to the plate.
Pat's the designated hitter in the lineup tonight for Tom Kochman, who's down the line in the third base coach's box, and Keith Johnson down the line in the first base coaching box, the Owls hitting coach.
And their pitching coach, Zeke Zimmerman, and Aaron Wells, the trainer. There's the 0-0 to Riley. First pitch, first hit out in the center field, up the middle. Looks like it's going to be a single for Patrick Riley. Beautiful hit into the gap in center field.
Nice job by Pat. Takes the first pitch fastball and lines it right back where it came from for a single.
Cool. So now batting will be Johan Silva, the second baseman tonight. He's a left-handed batter from Venezuela. He's got a runner on first base with no outs here in the top of the second. Now still leading 1-0. Silva's batting 192 on the season. We only had him for about 2.5 weeks now. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Johan Silva. Outside fastball, catching the corner, strike one, outside corner. 0-1 count now for Silva.
Silva was recalled from the Mesa Angels, as Joey mentioned a couple weeks ago, when we lost Jose Caldera, who's now in AA Arkansas.
There's the 0-1, same place, outside corner, strike two. 0-2 count now for Silva. Still a runner on first with no outs. Silva has 6 RBIs and 1 home run in the season. I had the pleasure to see his first home run about a week ago. Wow. Very fun. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Silva, lets it fly, gets a hold of it, grounder foul down the first base line, though. Barely going foul. That's still strike two for Silva.
Pat Riley on first base with Silva batting. Josh Cole waits in the on-deck circle. He's going to try to do some damage, I'm sure, when he gets up to the plate.
Going around the league, Great Falls are playing Missoula. They're already in the bottom of the fourth, probably a little farther now. They're a 0-0 score. There's the 0-2 to Silva. That's one outside with a slider. Ball one, just missing the outside corner. 1-2 count now for Silva. Still got a runner on first. Helena's playing Billings. They're in the top of the fourth inning. Helena leading 1-0. Here's the 1-2 to Silva. Another one outside with a fastball, ball two. So the 2-2 count now for Silva. Still no outs and a runner on first. Ogden is playing Idaho Falls, and they are in the first inning still 0-0 out there.
Helena is just dominating the Northern Division in the Pioneer League this year. They won the first half, and they're 7-0 thus far in the second half.
Here's the 2-2, low and outside with a curveball. Ball three. So the 3-2 count now for Silva. That one hitting the dirt.
Full count now to the batter, Silva. We'll see if Riley goes in motion. I don't believe that he will. Not usually a threat to steal, but we'll see with full count if they send him.
There's the 3-2, and he goes, but it's a foul ball over the left field wall. Still strike two for Silva.
Good at bat by Silva.
Yeah.
He's working the pitcher, Alan Johnson, making him throw a little bit.
Silva has only 10 strikeouts on the season. He's only had 26 at-bats, 1 out of 3. I don't know if that's any good. He hasn't stolen any bases. Patrick Riley has 1 stolen bases. He hasn't been caught stealing. There's the 3-2 to Silva. Fouls that one down. Still strike two. Interesting. That's about 8 pitches so far?
That was the 8th pitch of the at-bat to Silva.
Wow.
So very nice job here. Very productive quality at-bat, regardless of the outcome. I'd like to see him be on base.
Sure.
But anytime you make a pitcher throw you 8 or 9 pitches, it's a good at-bat.
True. All right. We still got a runner on first with no outs. There's the 3-2 pitch to Johan Silva. Takes a little break. The field looks good out here in Casper, Wyoming. We had that horrible rainstorm that rained out one of our games the last time we were out here. The field looks like you'd never know it happened. It was about 6 inches of standing water in the field, hail everywhere. Crazy. There's the 3-2. Runner goes. Another one fouled off by Silva. Good gracious.
Wow.
3-2 count now still.
Kyle Riley's going to need a cup of water over there on first base if he keeps starting and stopping like he has been.
Remember we watched that video about Casey Kochman's is at bat with about 15 pitches thrown at him.
We did. Casey had a 15-pitch at bat against Pedro Martinez, then with the Boston Red Sox, one of the best pitchers in the big league.
Wow.
So.
Okay, runner goes 3-2. Grounds that one foul down the third base line. Another one fouled off by Johan Silva. 3-2 count still.
This will be pitch number 11 on the way to Silva. It looks like he broke his bat on the pitch there. He's going to head back to the dugout and grab another bat. No doubt one packed in there for him.
These Orem Owlz radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home. A clean home is a luxurious home. J&J Services, Got Concrete, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, and Stephen Henniger College. Also, K-Star Radio, 1400 AM, and the fantastic producers that are there helping us do these Owlz radio broadcasts.
Lindsay behind the box today.
Lindsay, our producer tonight, doing a fantastic job. All right, here comes Johan Silva again. Looks like he's ready to go. Runner on first. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Silva. Lets it fly. Runner goes. Grounder up the first base line, scooped up by Blumenthal. Gets the force out at first base, but Riley steals second on that hit-and-run play. So one out now for the Owls here in the top of the second, still leading 1-0. Now a runner on second base.
Great 12-pitch at-bat there by Johan Silva, and he's able to move the runner along into scoring position with only one out for Josh Coles, the right fielder.
Cool. All right. Coles from Nampa, Idaho, batting .213 on the season, 16 RBIs, 5 home runs for Coles. He's got a runner on second with one out. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Outside curveball catching the corner. Come on. Strike one. That was way outside. 0-1 count for Coles.
Owls wearing their road uniforms tonight. The gray with the red trim, sleeveless with red underneath, while the Rockies in their home white, pinstripes in black.
Nice and clean, thanks to Brett Crane.
As usual.
There's the 0-1 to Coles. Same place, outside, strike two. This strike zone has some kind of, like, lopsided edge to it. I think it's sort of an amoeba-type strike zone.
That's a big word.
It moves.
An amoeba.
Undulates.
Okay, you lost.
A semi-permeable outer membrane.
I'm not even here anymore. You know I don't speak.
There's the 0-2 inside fastball, ball one. That one barely missing the inside corner. 1-2 count now for Coles. You know I don't speak Spanish.
For those of you wondering why all the Anchorman quotes are coming out of both of us today, we were able to watch that last night on the way into town, and I believe that was the third time I've seen that on this road trip thus far, so I'm not complaining.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Coles. Inside again with a fastball. Ball two. 2-2 count. Coles is a right-handed batter from last played with Redlands East Valley High School. Acquired way back in 2003. Let's see how Coles does against right-handed pitchers. Being a right-handed batter. I'll find that in a second. Here's his 2-2. Inside again with a fastball. Ball three. Another full count. This time for Josh Coles. Runner on second base with one out. Good gracious.
Second baseman Eric Young Jr. comes in to speak with Alan Johnson real quickly.
Against right-handed pitchers, Josh Coles bats .182. He's had 55 at-bats against right-handed pitchers. All right. Pitcher checks his runner at second. There's the 3-2 to Coles. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it, and it's fouled on the third base line just barely. Had a nice crack on it, too. It looked like he cracked his bat as well. Wow.
Once again, he's got to go get another one, and once again, I'm sure there's one pack.
Maybe these balls have spikes on them or something. The home run for all your garage door needs is All-Star Garage. All-Star Garage introduces its latest innovation in garage door remodeling, the Virtual Photo, which allows an on-site preview of your new garage door with instant before and after photos before you make the purchase. All-Star Garage, if we can't fix it, we won't charge you. 763-1114. And when the Owls built their stadium, they went with a contractor that kept an eye on beauty, comfort, and detail. For your next building project, let Marcon Incorporated General Contracting create that beauty, comfort, and detail for you. They specialize in custom new construction, remodels, and additions. Marcon Incorporated General Contracting. Let them take the hassle out of your construction needs. All right, runner on second, one out. Here's the 3-2 to Coles. Way outside with a slider, ball four. And Joshua Coles gets walked. The first walk in the game for the Orem Owls. And the first walk for Alan Johnson in the game, pitcher for the Rockies.
Good at-bat by Coles as he saw 7 pitches before drawing the walk, making Johnson work, tiring his arm out a little bit.
Good.
Very good.
We're now at the bottom of the lineup already for the Owls with number 23, Stantrell Smith, the center fielder. He's got now runners on first and second base and one out. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Stantrell Smith. Lets it fly. Swing and a miss, outside curveball. Strike one, 0-1 count for Smith.
Stantrell comes into the ballgame tonight hitting .269 with 3 home runs.
Okay.
Driven in 17 runners on the year. Steps up with 2 of them on base right now.
Yeah.
Can improve that total right here.
Here's the 0-1 to Smith. Gets a hold of it, grounder on the third base line. Perfect. Hopping over the third baseman. Here comes Patrick Riley to third base. He decides to hold up. Good idea. The throw from left fielder Garner came into the third baseman pretty quick. And now runners on all bases are also called bases loaded.
If you wish.
If you want to call it that. Nice hit by Stantrell Smith, advancing runners all the way around.
That's going to bring up Bradley Kuhn, who had a single and scored back in the first inning for the only run of the ballgame thus far.
So Bradley Kuhn with bases loaded here with only one out for the Owls in the top of the second. Owls leading 1-0 over the Rockies, even though the board says we have 2 runs. They're going to fix that pretty soon. Oh, there it goes.
Maybe they're going to give us some extras.
Here's the 0-0 to Kuhn. Slow curve outside. Ball 1-0 count. These curves from Johnson, pitcher for the Owls, not much movement on them. They come into left-handed batters, then over the plate. You can barely see the loop on them. All right, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the 1-0 to Kuhn. Same place, this time a little lower. Ball 2, 2-0 count now for Kuhn.
Bradley should get a good pitch to hit right here on the 2-0 count. With the bases loaded, I'd like to see him put one in a gap somewhere and clear the bases with Smith on first, Coles on second, and Riley leading away from third.
Yeah, some fast guys out there. There's the 2-1 to Kuhn. Outside slider and low. Ball 3. 3-0 count already for Kuhn, and catcher Suarez going out to the mound to talk to the pitcher, Johnson.
Johnson in a bit of trouble here. No action yet in the Casper bullpen. We'll see how long that's going to happen. As pitching coach Richard Palacios, see how long he lets Johnson go before making a move down there.
Kuhn played in the game last night against the Chuckers. He was 2 for 5 with a double and a single, a leadoff double actually. All right, here comes the 3-0 pitch to Kuhn, still bases loaded, and it's a pass ball in the inside for ball 4. And runners advanced all the way around. And a run scored in off that ball 4. Patrick Riley coming in for the run score. The Owls now lead 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. Bases loaded still with 1 out. Fantastic.
RBI number 13 on the air for Bradley Kuhn as he draws the bases loaded walk there, moving Smith along to second and Coles to third.
Cool.
And that'll bring pitching coach Richard Palacios out of the dugout to come speak with Johnson.
All right. SOS Staffing Services is proud to be a sponsor of Orem Owls Baseball. Is your company looking for top talent? Do you have open positions that must be filled with key players? SOS Staffing Services is Utah County's home team. SOS has 25 Utah offices strategically placed to recruit top talent. SOS specializes in permanent placements in all careers, temp to hire, and temporary employment. So the next time your business needs a home run, pick SOS Staffing Services. Hey, Brett Crane, are you tired of that old routine?
You wouldn't even know it.
Why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports in Provo? They have what you need to re-energize your life. Escape Motorsports has dirt bikes, street bikes, ATVs, jet boats, personal watercraft, and generators. They even have zero-down financing available and approved credit. So why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports at 1480 North State in Provo and put some excitement back into your life.
Will do.
All right, good. Bases loaded now. 1 out. Top of the second, Owls leading 2-0. Now at bat is Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia grounded at the shortstop his last at-bat. Here's his 0-0 slider outside corner. Strike 1, 0-1 count to Stacia.
Alan Johnson leads the Casper team in innings pitched this year with 41 1/3. In his last 3 starts, he's worked at least 6 innings, earning 1 win with 2 no decisions. So a different situation for him to be in some trouble early on tonight.
Yeah. There's the 0-1 swing and a miss and a slow curve going outside. Strike 2 for Stacia, trying to chase that one. 0-2 count now with bases loaded and 1 out.
While Palacios went out to them, the Casper bullpen sprung into action down the right field line. Their dugout, of course, on the first base side. The Owls down the third base line with their bullpen in the left field corner.
There's the 0-2 grounder to the first baseman Blumenthal, and he throws to second. Out at second, out at first. The second baseman, Young, throwing over the first base, getting the double play, ending that inning. That ends the top of the second. Owls still leading 2-0. Come on back.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. No, man.
Fazoli's. Faster, fresher, better.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Owls are now leading 2-0 thanks to a walked RBI off of ball 4 to Bradley Kuhn, bringing in Patrick Riley for another run scored. Up in this inning for the Casper Rockies, Chris Cook, the designated hitter. After him, Dexter Fowler and Steven Suarez. Arredondo still pitching out there for the Owls. Here's the 0-0 to Cook, the slider on the outside for ball 1. I think that actually might be the curveball from Arredondo, but since it's so fast, it looks like a slider.
It does look like a slider. It throws a very hard-breaking curveball from Jose Arredondo, the hard-throwing right-hander on the bump for the Owls today.
1-0 count now to Cook, and no outs, no runners on base. Here's his pitch, inside fastball, just missing the inside corner, ball 2. 2-0 count now. So far, Arredondo has allowed a single and walked one and hit one batter. Here's the 2-0 to Cook. Another fastball. This time hits the inside corner. Strike 1. 2-1 count now to Cook. No outs, no runners on base.
The Owls pitching staff struggled with walks in the game last night. They walked 12 hitters last night.
There's the 2-1 grounder to Dallas Morris. He dives to his left to get it, but it bounces out of his glove into left field. Looks like it's going to be a single for Chris Cook.
Nice attempt by Morris right there to get in front of the ball. He made a good effort to dive, just couldn't come up with it. It skipped off his glove for a base hit.
Only the second hit on the game for the Casper Rockies. Second time they've had third time they've had a runner on base, thanks to a couple walks. All right, so still in the bottom of the second, Owls leading 2-0. The Rockies now have a runner on first with no outs. Now batting is number 44, Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. He's from Alpharetta, Georgia. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Goes for the bunt, and it gets past him on the outside with a curveball. Ball 1, 1-0 count to Fowler.
Chris Cook, the runner on first base, standing in at 6'4", 222 pounds, does not have a stolen base or even a stolen base attempt on the year.
Really?
So not a threat to run on first base.
So Arredondo just memorized that and knows that guy?
Actually, Martinez should be the one that knows that.
And he gives him a signal?
He should know that he doesn't really need to worry about the runner at first as a threat to run.
And Arredondo can make a decision, though, if he wants to throw over to first base if he feels necessary.
Sometimes that'll be a decision that comes in from the dugout from Tom Kochman.
Okay.
But most of the time it's a pitcher throwing over on his own will.
All right, that last one a strike on the inside with a fastball. And there's the 1-1, and he checks his swing on the outside, but doesn't pull back in time. Strike 2 for that curveball. 1-2 count now to Fowler. Runner on first, still with no out for the Rockies here in the bottom of the second.
Tony Diaz, the hitting coach for Casper, down the line in the third base coaching box going through signals.
There's a 1-2 slapper out in the center field, and it bounces in front of Santrell Smith. He throws into Stacia at shortstop, but runners on first and second base now. It's a single from Dexter Fowler.
Santrell tried to come in and make a sliding catch on that ball and got extremely lucky to be able to get that ball off one hop. That could have been big trouble if it skipped over his head.
Oh, man. Bad news. And now Dallas Morris and catcher Martinez going out to the mound to talk to Arredondo. The runners on first and second base now with no outs. Now batting for the Rockies will be Steven Suarez, the catcher. It's so fun to go like 3 games against one team and then 3 games against another. You have to get used to saying their name.
The new name.
It has to flow. And this has got to be Rockies now. There's the 0-0. Fastball way inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Suarez. No outs yet. Runner on first and second base for the Rockies. Suarez is batting .317 on the season, and weirdly enough, he has 3 RBIs and 17 17 RBIs and 3 home runs. 317.
Interesting.
That last one fouled down for strike one. 1-1 count.
Corner infielders for the Owls, Morris on third, Trumbo on first, cheating in on the edge of the grass, possibly expecting a sacrifice bunt here from Suarez with 2 on and nobody out.
Second baseman Silva still playing way back in the edge of the dirt in right field. There's the 1-1. Grounds that one to first baseman Trumbo, and he throws to second baseman Stasios in the bag. There's the throw to first base, and it's way overthrown. And so Suarez is safe on first, but Fowler thrown out at second base. So 1 out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the second, and a runner on. What the heck just happened?
The ball on the return throw, the relay throw from Heinle Station.
Oh, yeah.
Threw it away past Jose Arredondo covering first, which allowed Chris Cook to come around and score.
And they ruled that an error.
That'll be a throwing error on Heinle Station.
Okay. So Suarez reaches on an error, and now runner on first base with 1 out for the Rockies here in the bottom of the second. Now batting Daniel Mayora, bottom of the lineup. Here's his first pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball, strike 1, 0-1 count.
Trumbo came in, he charged that ball and made the quick throw to Station short, but Dexter Fowler able to get into second base to break up the double play and force the bad throw from Heinle Station.
Mayora, bottom of the lineup, batting .257. Here's his 0-1. Fastball outside corner. Fastball missing the outside corner. Man, I need to get work on that. There's the 1-1 count now to Mayora. Runner on first still with 1 out. The Owls are still leading 2-0. What the heck? Here in the bottom of the second inning, the scoreboard. I'm not even looking at the scoreboard anymore. It's just messing me up. Arredondo taking a little break out there on the mound.
Daniel Mayora stepping into the plate. He played for the Dominican Summer League team for the Colorado Rockies affiliate in 2003 and in 2004. He was signed as a non-drafted free agent in 2003.
Oh, really? There's the 1-1. Fouls that one back into the net. Strike 2. 1-2 count for Mayora. Runner still on first base with 1 out. Did you know that Stevens Henniger College offers students of all ages a no-nonsense, fast-track approach to your education? They help achieve your education and career goals with associate and bachelor's degrees in medical, business, and computer fields. There's the 1-2, another one outside with a slider. Ball 2. 2-2 count now to Mayora. Stevens Henniger College also offers financial aid and scholarships to high school juniors and seniors. They have work-friendly classes, small class sizes, hands-on training, career services. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Mayora. Same place, outside, ball 3. Barely missing the outside corner with that curveball from Arredondo. 3-2 count now for Mayora. Come take a tour of Stephen Henniger new Orem campus on Sand Hill Road, 1 block south of the Orem Super Walmart, or call 375-5455. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside fastball, ball 4. And Daniel Mayora gets walked. It's the second walk on the game for Arredondo, pitcher for the Owls. Runners now on first and second base with 1 out. Stepping to the plate, Corey Wimberly, the shortstop. Again, Stephen Henniger College, 375-5455. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us out here at the home of the Owls Stadium and the Owls Radio Network.
Hooray! It looks like Zeke Zimmerman's going to come out to the mound and speak with Jose Arredondo, try to settle him down a little bit here.
Interesting.
Before Corey Wimberly steps to the plate. He had a huge night last night against the Ogden Raptors. He was 4 for 6 at the plate.
Wow.
He drove in 2 runs and also stole 2 bases. His league-leading total there.
22, I believe.
Yeah, so big night last night for Wimberly, and he singled already once tonight.
Wow. Jose Arredondo, pitcher for the Owls. Looks like they're keeping him in on the bump. Is that what you called it?
On the bump.
On the bump. Arredondo's last outing, he pitched 4 2/3 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs. He walked 2. He struck out 3. 8 hits against him. That's in 1 game. That's Jose Arredondo's last outing. Again, batting for the Rockies now, top of the lineup, Corey Wimberly. He's got 1 out with a runner on first and second. Here's his 0-0. Gets a hold of it out into center field, up the middle. A nice flapper from Wimberly. Here comes a throw home. Nice play by Santrell Smith using Trumbo as his cutoff man on the mound and keeping runners on base. Nice play. And now bases loaded for the Rockies.
Bases loaded with only 1 out as now Eric Jr. is going to hit. Smith did a nice job there to come up throwing quickly into the cutoff man Trumbo, as you mentioned, to hold the runner at third.
That was good. So bases loaded now for the Rockies with 1 out. And here comes Eric Young Jr. He popped out to center field his last at-bat. He only has 1 home run in the season, so we'll see what happens. 11 RBIs. Here's the 0-0 to Young. Fastball, inside corner, strike 1. Nice pitch from Arredondo. 0-1 count. Seems that Arredondo's using the fastball for his first pitch, or sometimes he uses that fast curve that goes outside. There's the 0-1 outside curveball. Martinez throws to third base. Morris is there to make the tag, but runner's safe, just barely.
Owlz infielders playing back, even with, actually now Trumbo's going to sneak in along with Morris and play on the edge of the grass as Stacia and Silva play back up the middle.
There's the 1-1, fastball inside, ball 2. 2-1 count for Young. Bases loaded still for the Rockies.
Eric Young Jr., of course, the son of Major Leaguer Eric Young Sr.
Right.
The utility infielder has been in the big leagues for quite a while.
There's the 2-1, curveball outside corner, strike 2. Nice pitch from Arredondo. 2-2 count now, 1 out. Young is a switch hitter. He's batting left right now. Left currently. That makes more sense. Instead of saying right. Never mind.
One too many directions.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Young. Outside with a fastball hitting the corner just barely. Strike 3. And Eric Young Jr. strikes out looking. The first strikeout on the night for Jose Arredondo. He now has 29 on the season. Good gracious. 2 outs now for the Rockies with bases loaded still. The Owls have been in bases loaded situations before and gotten out of them. And now with 2 outs, becomes much easier.
Yes.
Stepping to the plate, number 27, Trevor Allen, the right fielder. Allen was walked in a ball 4 his last at-bat. He's got 2 outs and bases loaded. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Allen. Lets it fly. Outside, curveball, ball 1. Owls are still leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Bases loaded.
2-1.
Oh, yeah, did we walk in one?
Cook scored on the throwing error behind the Stacia earlier in the inning as they tried to turn the double
really?
play.
Curses.
So Trevor Allen, the big hitter in the lineup for the Rockies, up right now with the bases loaded.
There's his 1-0, slow curve outside and low. Ball 2, pardon me. 2-0 count now to Allen. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Allen's batting .378, 4 home runs, 29 RBIs. Good gracious. He last played with the Casper team last year. There's a 2-0. Fastball inside and low again. Ball 3. 3-0 count for Allen. Allen doesn't get walked again.
Allen played in 33 games last year with the Rockies and hit .212 with a home run and 11 RBI. He attended Northern Colorado University and signed as a non-drafted free agent last year.
Here's the 3-0. And gets a hold of it. Grounder past Silva at second base. And that looks like he's going to bring in 2. Here comes the throw to home. Martinez goes for the tag and gets him out at home plate.
Great throw by Josh Coles to nail the runner Mayora trying to score on the play. Another outfield assist for Coles.
But the Rockies bring in 1 more run, and now the score is tied 2-2 as we end the bottom of the second inning. Come on back.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learn an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what's it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to GotConcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at GotConcrete.com.
1400 A-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Prey with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the third. The score's tied 2-2. An interesting thing happened last inning. There was a single with an RBI from Trevor Allen. He brought in the runner, let's see, who was that, Suarez?
Yeah, Steven
Came in
Suarez
for the run scored. And then Mayora was coming in right behind him for the run scored, but the throw came from Josh Coles out in right field to Martinez, the catcher, and Martinez blocked the plate and got the third out. It was a very good play from Martinez, only allowing one run to score that inning.
A nice throw by Coles and a great block of the plate and good tag by Brett Martinez to end the inning.
So score tied 2-2 here in the top of the third. Coming up to plate here for the Owls will be Dallas and Morris, then Mark Trumbo, then Brett Martinez. Morris was thrown out on a drop strike 3, his last at-bat. He's batting .329 coming into this game. Last night he was 3 for 5 with 2 singles and a double against the Idaho Falls Chuckers last night.
Big night for Dallas last night.
Beautiful. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Dallas Morris. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it, fouls it down into the Chuckers, darn it, Rockies dugout. Aha, strike 1, 0-1 count. Still pitching for the Rockies out there, Alan Johnson. So far, Johnson has allowed 2 singles and 3 singles and a double. Here's his 0-1 to Morris, and he fouls it off again. Strike 2, 0-2 count now.
The dimensions here at Mike Lansing Field, 345 feet down the right field line, 405 into right center field, 412 into left center field, and 355 down the left field line.
There's the 0-2 inside and low with a fastball, ball 1, 1-2 count. Same kind of fences at the home of the Owl Stadium. They're about 8 feet tall out there. There's a batter's eye straight back into center field. There's the 1-2. Gets a hold of it, slapper out into right field. Beautiful hit in the right field center gap. And looks like it's going to be a single for Dallas Morris. Another nice hit from Morris.
Morris hustling out of the box there, getting the single. Took a big turn at second and watched Dexter Fowler come up with that ball in center field before throwing it in.
So another hit on the board for the Owls. They now have 5 hits so far in these 3 innings. So top of the third still. Out score still tied 2-2. Runner on first base. No outs. Now batting is Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. Trumbo had a double RBI his last at bat. Here's his 0-0. Gets a hold of it and line drives it right to the pitcher, and it almost hits the pitcher on the legs. There goes Morris past second base to third. Here's the throw to third, way in front of it. And Trumbo goes to second and is safe at second base. The throw from third baseman Mayora to second baseman Young was just a little too slow, and Trumbo, well, does that count as a double?
No, Trumbo will get credited with a single, advancing to second on the throw. Incredible base running right there by the Owls.
Yeah.
Dallas Morris on first base saw that Dexter Fowler was taking his time coming to get the ball, made a great decision to turn the corner and go to third. Trumbo, seeing the ball coming into third, hustled into second base.
Just made it in time for the throw to come back.
Just beat it. Now they've got 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out for Brett Martinez.
Cool. Score still tied 2-2 here in the top of the third. No outs yet. Martinez flew out to left field last at bat?
Right field.
Right field.
Right field.
Pardon me. He's batting .301 coming into the game. Here's the 0-0 to Martinez. Inside fastball, ball 1, 1-0 count. Martinez played in the game last night as well. He was 2 for 3. He had a triple and a home run.
Big night.
Good gracious.
5 runs batted in the first 2 innings last night.
Yeah. Here comes the 1-0 to Martinez. Lets it fly. This time catches the inside corner with his fastball. Strike 1. Johnson, pitcher for the Rockies, trying to hit that inside corner against these right-handed batters with his fastball. He finally does it there. The count is 1-1 to Martinez. No outs, runners on second and third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low curve, outside corner. Strike 2, 1-2 count. Martinez
showing his toughness last night as he took a few foul tips off of his legs and his arms last night, and then after riding on the bus all night in the lineup, they just said, real battle for Martinez.
There's the 1-2, beautiful slapper out in the right field, bounces in front of right fielder Allen. Here comes Morris coming home, Trumbo coming home, and Martinez makes it to second base with time to spare, bringing in 2 runs scored with his double.
It'll be interesting to see if they charge the right fielder with the error there, and it looks like they just have. It'll be a single and an error for Brett Martinez, driving in 2 runs on the play. The ball took a big hop in front of the right fielder, Trevor Allen, there, allowing the runners to score.
The score is now 4-2 in favor of the Owls here in the top of the third inning, thanks to a single with 2 RBIs from Brett Martinez. He now has 18 RBIs in the season, and he brought in Mark Trumbo and Dallas Morris for the run scored. Stepping at the plate now is Pat Riley, the designated hitter. Still no outs and a runner on second base. Martinez reaching out there on an error. There's the 0-0, swing and a miss and a slow curve. Strike 1, 0-1 count.
Riley singled and scored in the second inning. He's throwing at the first pitch he saw in the second inning also and drove it right back through the middle for a base hit.
It's weird. Some of these singles are doing more damage than they usually have done in the past.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's going on.
That's what happens when you get guys in the scoring position.
Yeah. There's the 0-1 inside, way fastball inside. Ball 1. 1-1 count for Riley. No outs. Runner on second out there.
Right. If you can get guys in the scoring position with less than 2 out, you can do a lot of damage with sacrifice flies like the Owls did in Idaho Falls, and
there's the 1-1, cracks a single out into right field. Riley holds up on first base and moves Martinez to third. A beautiful hit out into right field, almost the same as Riley's last at-bat.
Absolutely. Another hard-hit ball for Pat Riley. Good to see for the former Arizona Wildcat. And 4 straight singles to begin the third inning for the Owls.
Holy cow. So still no outs. Now runners on the corners here in the top of the third. Owls leading 4-2. Coming into the plate now is Johan Silva, the second baseman tonight, giving Billy Boyer a break. Silva had a beautiful last at-bat. He made pitcher Johnson throw 12 pitches to him.
Very nice job by Silva.
Finally grounded out.
And manager P.J. Carey for the Rockies makes his way to the mound, and that's going to be the night for Alan Johnson.
Okay. Let's see who they decide to bring in from the bullpen over there.
Haven't seen
a right-hander. Unless he's holding his glove on the other hand for some reason. Could be wrong.
No, he is a right-handed pitcher. I can't see his number yet. Haven't heard an announcement yet from the PA.
We'll find out in just a second here. So it's runners on the corners, no outs, top of the third. Owls leading 4-2. 51 is now pitching for the Casper Rockies. Now pitching for the Casper Rockies, number 51, Ross Hipke. Not Flint Whipke, Ross Hipke.
Wow.
Hipke's a right-handed pitcher, stands at 5'11", pretty short for a pitcher out here in the Rockies. He's from Ballarat, Victoria in Australia. Last played in the Victoria League with Brendan Wilson.
Really?
Our pitcher, yes. Hipke comes into the game with a record of 1-1. He's got 7.4 ERA on 24 1/3 innings pitched. He's got 24 strikeouts, though, with 6 walks. Not bad. Hipke now pitching for the Rockies.
57 pitches for Alan Johnson in his 2+ innings of work. We'll have the official numbers on him after either after the 2 runners he's still responsible for come in or at the end of the inning.
Johnson allowed 6 singles. He walked 1. He allowed a double as well. And he walked 2 and allowed a double. Good gracious. And this guy, Hipke, his last outing, he pitched, let's see, he pitched 1 inning. He got 2 strikeouts in that inning, allowed 3 earned runs off of 4 hits. Pitched 1 inning in 1 game. No decision made in that game. Pretty darn cool. Coming up to bat next for the Orem Owls will be Johan Silva, the second baseman. Silva's batting 192 on the season. He did not play in the game last night. Haven't seen him in a couple days. He's got 6 RBIs, 1 home run. Silva last played with the Mesa Angels, acquired just a couple weeks ago, like we were talking about last time, from Venezuela. Adding another Venezuelan to our roster.
Another Spanish-speaking member of the organization here with the Owls, helping me practice my Spanish that I know a little of.
I speak what's called caveman Spanish.
Oh, really?
It's just present tense and nouns.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's about all I can do. I did a lot in high school, but lost it all. Okay, here's the 0-0 pitch to Silva. Oh, boy. Slider outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count to Silva. Runners on the corners, no outs yet. Here in the top of the third, Owls leading 4-2. New pitcher hitting that outside corner with his first pitch. Here's the 0-1 to Silva. Lets this one fly. Inside with a fastball. Ball 1. 1-1 count now.
The Owls with, once again, 2 runners on and nobody out.
Yeah.
They're going to try to continue to do some damage. The Rockies infielders playing deep, hoping for the double play. They'll allow Martinez to score in exchange for the double play.
There's the 1-1 high pop fly out in the shallow center field. Underneath it is Fowler. And Fowler makes the snag and throws into home, holding up Martinez again on third base, and Riley still over there on first base. So 1 out now for the Owls here in the top of the third. We still lead 4-2, still have runners on first and third base. Now batting will be Josh Coles, the right fielder. Coles got walked his last at-bat off 7 pitches as well.
Silva with the right idea there to try to get the ball in the air and score the runner from third. Unfortunately, just didn't hit it deep enough, and Fowler was able to throw the ball back in before Martinez could score.
Yeah, they used the pitcher as a cutoff man. He was just too darn close for Martinez to come in. He's fast, but he's not that fast.
That's true.
No one's that fast. All right, here comes, some people. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Coles. Gets a hold of that one. Very high pop fly out in the center field again. This one's still in the air, and it's caught by Fowler in shallow center field. And once it's caught, Martinez goes for the run. Here's the throw to the catcher, and he misses it. And Martinez comes in for the run scored, and Patrick Riley advances to second base. So a sacrifice pop-out by Josh Coles, bringing in Brent Martinez for the run scored. Coles has now 17 RBIs in the season. The Owls have 2 outs and now lead 5-2 here in the top of the third inning, and a runner on second base still.
Just as I mentioned, if you can get guys in scoring position with less than 2 outs, there's a lot of ways to get them in with the sacrifice fly right there by Coles. And Pat Riley, very smart on the play when he saw the throw coming to the plate, tagged from first base and advances to second base, and he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Stantrell Smith.
Beautiful. Stantrell Smith had a single his last at-bat as well. Here comes the 0-0 to Smith. Swing and a miss, inside fastball, strike one, 0-1 count. Even if the throw came to the catcher and he caught it, Martinez was way ahead of him anyway, and the catcher was tripped and lost footing anyway.
Yeah. So the throw was about 10 feet up the third base line from Dexter Fowler, the Rockies center fielder there.
Here's the 0-1 to Smith, inside fastball that time, ball one, 1-1 count. That one jamming up Smith. He had to duck back his hands away. 1-1 count now, 2 outs, runner on second base. That's Riley out there advancing to second. Pitcher checking his runner at second base. Here's the 1-1 to Smith. Let this one fly. And foul tips it back, just hitting barely the tip of it.
And there was actually a water bottle that was sitting on the concrete there behind the net in the front row, and that hit it right on, and the water bottle exploded all over the gentleman in the front row.
Take that, Ed McMahon. Looks like
that was rather entertaining right there.
1-2 count now. 2 outs. Here's a 1-2 to Smith. Swing and a miss. Curveball going outside. Strike 3. And that's 3 outs. That ends the top of the third. Owls are now leading 5-2. Come on back.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Sack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Sack may look like huge bean bags, but they're filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Sack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come sack out for yourself at the Love Sack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Sack.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace serving all of Utah County. Visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
Okay, I have got to know, how do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. So far, a very exciting game for the Orem Owls. We're in the bottom of the third inning. The Owls are now leading 5-2, thanks to a let's see, what happened? What happened there that brought in Morris and Trumbo? It was a single from Martinez.
A 2-run single from Brett Martinez.
Yeah, wow.
Scored the runners there.
All right, now batting for the Rockies will be Cole Garner, the left fielder. His first pitch, he fouls off for strike one. 0-1 count. Still pitching out there for the Owls is Jose Arredondo. So far, Arredondo has struck out one and walked a couple, allowed a couple singles. Not too shabby so far. He's hit one batter.
Which was Cole Garner in the first inning. He hit him with the fastball.
Here's the 0-1, fastball inside, ball one. 1-1 count now for Garner. That is the fourth hit batter on the season for Jose Arredondo. He's now tied with Andrew Hill, Robert Nosbach, and Whittington. There's the 1-1, swing and a miss. Fouls that one down just a bit off an inside fastball. Strike two, 1-2 count.
If I'm not mistaken, in the last series when we were back in Orem, Garner was hit by a couple of Arredondo fastballs in a game, and wasn't real thrilled about it when it happened, if I remember right.
I'm pretty sure you remember that correctly. There's the 1-2, swing and a miss, and a low curve. Strike three, and Cole Garner strikes out swinging. The second strikeout on the night for Jose Arredondo. He now has 41 strikeouts on the season. One out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the third. Owlz still leading 5-2. Now batting is Kyle Blumenthal, the first baseman. Blumenthal popped out to center field his last at-bat. A nice catch by Sancho Smith way back in the warning track.
Yeah, Blumenthal hit that ball pretty well. I thought it had a shot to get out of here, but Smith was able to haul it down.
Here's the 0-0, fastball inside and high, ball 1, 1-0 count. They're just playing the Mortal Kombat soundtrack from the video game.
Ah, really?
That was a weird game. Here's the 1-0 to Blumenthal. Curve inside, almost getting away from Martinez. Thankfully, no runners on base. 2-0 count now to Blumenthal.
Mortal Kombat was one of very few video games I've ever played that were not sports related. I've always been a baseball, football, basketball, hockey person when playing video games. So I did play Mortal Kombat.
There's the 2-0. Wow, cracks that one out into right center field. Looks like it's going back in the warning track, and it bounces just on the track over against the wall, and that's going to be a double for Kyle Blumenthal. A nice hit out in right center field, bouncing off the wall about 405 feet away.
That ball was hit real well and took kind of a funny hop off the corner of the fence, kind of juts out right there, and the ball took a weird hop and skipped over the fence for a ground rule double for Kyle Blumenthal.
Blumenthal gets his 9th double on the season. Not bad. Okay, now
we were talking in Idaho Falls. You said you'd never seen a ground rule double.
That's right.
Now you have.
I have, finally.
There you go.
Oh, I can die a happy man. Now batting Chris Cook. He's got a runner on second with 2 outs. Here's his 0-0. Slow curve, high and inside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. And when I mean slow curve, I mean about 85 miles an hour from Arredondo. 1-0 count now to Cook. Runner on second. Owlz still leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the third. Arredondo checks his runner on second. There's the 1-0. This time a curve outside corner. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Nice pitch from Arredondo.
Nice job by Arredondo to hit the corner there as he painted it with a nice breaking ball for the strike.
Yeah. Quite a bit of movement on the curveball from Arredondo. Checks his runner on second. There's the 1-1. This time he checks his swing, but he gets him on the outside corner again with another curveball. Strike 2. Arredondo's curve goes inside to right-handed batters and then away from them over the plate. It breaks a little early, and that seems to trick him nice and good. All right, checks his runner. Here's the 1-2. Another check swing, inside curveball. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for Cook.
Chris Cook was drafted in the 36th round of the draft this year from Grand Canyon University in Arizona. He played at Arizona State in 2004 before transferring there, and also played basketball and baseball at Mountain View High School in Mesa, Arizona.
There's the 2-2, high inside fastball, ball 3. So the 3-2 count now for Cook. Pretty good at bat for him with a runner on second and 1 out. A lot of these players, all-around sport kind of guys.
Yeah, good athletes. I've actually been to Mountain View High School in Arizona, yes.
There's the 3-2, outside slider, or curveball, and that is ball 4. And Chris Cook gets walked in the ball 4. That's only the third time that's happened tonight for Arredondo. His third walk, he now has, 12 walks on the season. So a runner now on first and second with 1 out. Bottom of the third, Owlz still leading 5-2. Stepping to the plate now for the Rockies will be Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. Fowler got the third hit on the night for the Rockies with a single his last at-bat. Batting .295 coming into the game. Not bad at all.
Dexter Fowler, you're speaking of good athletes. He also turned down a basketball scholarship at Harvard University.
Really?
Yeah.
There's the 0-0, inside fastball. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Fowler has, that one caught the corner on the inside. Catch the low corner. Strike 1, 0-1 count. Fowler has an interesting stance, very open, his right foot way back by the edge of the batter's box, bat held high in the air. There's the 0-1, high fastball outside, ball 1 for Fowler, 1-1.
Fowler also turned down a baseball scholarship to the University of Miami.
Jeez.
So a couple of pretty good institutions there to go to school.
Yeah,
One a real good athletic school and a real good academic school, and turned them both down after being selected in the 14th round this year.
There's the 1-1, fouled that one high into the air behind us. Strike 2, 1-2 count for Fowler. Beautiful day out here at Mike Lansing Field. The clouds look like they're from, Sesame Street or something.
Toy Story.
Toy Story
like
clouds.
The wallpaper in Toy Story.
Oh, you're right. Very good observation. The drive here is the flattest I've ever seen any land around.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I woke up for a little bit. I looked outside thinking we were in the middle of Nebraska. So I didn't know where we were.
There's the 1-2, curve high and outside, but he swings on it. Strike 3, and Dexter Fowler strikes out swinging. The third strikeout on the night for Jose Arredondo, and now the Rockies have 2 outs with a runner on first and second. Bottom of the third, Owlz still leading 5-2. We did get to see a good sunset this morning over the Teton Mountains.
That'd be a sunrise.
I'm sorry, sunrise, pardon me.
Come on,
you never know.
Sets in the west, rises in the east.
And it rises in the morning, too.
I'm usually not up in time for that.
Now batting is Steven Suarez, the catcher. Here's his 0-0, fastball outside and low, ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 outs, runners on first and second base. Suarez reached on an error his last at-bat, a throwing error from Heinle Stacia.
By the way, the sun is really bright when it comes up in the morning.
It is.
I should get up more often.
There's the 1-0, fastball inside, ball 2, 2-0 count.
That made it not so easy to sleep on the bus when
right.
It was blaring in straight in front of us as we traveled to Casper this morning.
Right. There's the 2-0 to Suarez. High pop fly going over third baseman Morris, still in the air. And Morris makes the catch just over the line out there, getting out number 3. That ends the bottom of the third. Owlz still leading 5-2. Come on back.
The Wolverine, or Kula makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 four-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
The cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 Quick Dry Nylon River Shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone. The Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The Owls are leading 5-2. The Ghostbuster theme song there. Remember that? You see that movie?
I was discussing it this morning with Josh Coles, actually. Yeah, we were talking about the greatest line of all time from any movie from that movie. When Bill Murray goes to pull the tablecloth out from underneath. And everything falls except for one thing, and he's like, and the flowers are still standing, and he walks away. Great line. Okay.
I like Rick Moranis in that movie. Where he's like,
yeah.
Having a party later, and, okay, who brought the dog? And then it knocks him over. Oh, well. Top of the 4th inning, Owls leading 5-2, and now stepping to the plate for the Owls, back at the top of the lineup, number 15, Bradley Kuhn, the left fielder. Kuhn so far tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. He got walked his last at-bat, but brought in a run off of his walk ball 4.
Scored a run with a single and drove in a run with a walk.
Cool.
So good night already for Brad Kuhn.
You know, it's 15 RBIs in the season, and here comes the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn. Lets it fly, gets a hold of it, fouls it off. Third baseman Mayora playing rather close on the grass.
That's almost dangerously close with Brad Kuhn. You're definitely taking away the bunt there, but Kuhn's been known to slap a few line drives towards third base.
True. Here's the 0-1 to Kuhn. Inside, curveball, lit in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1 count. Mayora just might as well bring out a blanket and a picnic basket. He's so far in the grass.
That's true. It's a picnic in the park, Yogi.
In the park. Barefoot in the park for Mayora. Yogi Berra. There's the 1-1. Inside fastball. Catches the inside corner. Strike 2. 1-2 count now for Kuhn. No runners yet on base. No outs here on the top of the 4th. Kuhn is batting .307 coming into this game. Last night he was 2 for 5 with another double to his record. Here's the 1-2 to Kuhn. Slow curve, outside and low, buckling Kuhn's knees. Ball 2, 2-2 count.
Bradley Kuhn, the fastest runner, I would say, on the Owls team. He's got 12 stolen bases on the year.
Yeah.
He also has an on-base percentage of .384 out of the leadoff position.
Wow. There's the 2-2, slaps that one foul into the Owls dugout. Still strike 2. I'm sorry, for the Rockies dugout. Still strike 2 for Kuhn.
Sure, that sent a few people scrambling in the dugout over there.
Wake them up from sitting their seats. Whatever they do in the dugout. I don't know what they do, play cards or something?
No, not quite. Seats thing was good.
Seats thing. Here's the 2-2 to Kuhn, lets it fly. Gets a hold of it, grounder to the second baseman, Young. There's the throw to first baseman, Blumenthal, and gets the out at first. Kuhn almost beat that one. That is out number 1 for the Owls here in the top of the 4th. Still leading 5-2 over the Rockies. Now batting will be Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia, a switch hitter. He's been batting left this whole game so far. And Stacia has grounded out to shortstop, and he got thrown out on a double play his last at-bat, batting .276 coming into the game.
Stacia's 0 for 2, as you mentioned tonight, hoping to get his first base hit of the night right here.
Here's the 0-0 to Stacia, lets it fly. Fastball outside, ball 1, 1-0 count. Stacia last night again in the game was 2 for 5. He had another double last night. Stacia now has 9 doubles in the season. There's the 1-0. Slow curve, outside corner and low. Strike 1. 1-1 count now for Stacia. No runners on base. 1 out.
Third baseman Daniel Mayora playing shallow again with Heinle Stacia. The plate not quite as in as he was with Brad Kuhn, but probably about 4 feet in on the edge of the grass.
There's a 1-1 grounder to the shortstop. There's a throw across the diamond. Blumenthal barely gets that one off the ground, but keeps his foot on the bag for out number 2. And Stacia grounds out to shortstop for the second time this night. That's 2 outs for the Owls here in the top of the 4th. Owls still leading 5-2. Now batting number 30, Dallas Morris, the third baseman from Opelousas, Louisiana. He comes up with the walk-up song of Another One Bites the Dust. I don't think that's his choice, but it's a pretty good song.
Excellent.
Morris had a single his last at-bat. He got thrown out in a drop strike 3 his first at-bat. He is batting .329 coming into the game, up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 18 doubles and I think he has 57 extra base hits. Let me check on that one.
Morris scored his team-leading 33rd run back in the 3rd inning.
There's the 0-0, fastball inside and low, ball 1 for Morris, 1-0 count.
He also leads the team with 34 runs batted in.
Wow. Morris has 25 extra base hits, 18 doubles, and 57 hits. That was right. There's the 1-0. That's a fastball outside corner, strike 1. 1-1 count to Morris now. 2 outs, no runners on base yet.
We might have to have somebody explain to me why they've got a platypus as their mascot for the Casper Rockies.
I should ask someone in the commercial break. There's the 1-1. Gets a hold of it, slapper out in the left field, and it goes right into Garner's glove like a can of corn. Thanks, Jim Daniels. We're in the top of the 4th inning. That's the end of it. Owls leading 5-2. Come on back to the bottom after this.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
You've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
1400 K-Star.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Owls leading 5-2 still. Thank you, Lindsay, for playing Vanilla Ice. We were just talking about that.
Joey was rapping Vanilla Ice during the last commercial break as I played it over the PA here at Michael Einstein's Field.
Batting for the Casper Rockies this inning will be Daniel Mayora, bottom of the lineup, third baseman. Here's his 0-0 pitch, inside fastball and low, ball 1 for Mayora, 1-0 count. What happened to Suarez?
He fouled out to Dallas Morris just down the third base sign last time to end the inning.
My pen is not working. There we go.
Buddy.
Thanks. All right, there's the 1-0. Fouls that one down, and strike 1 for Mayora, 1-1 count. I think it's Mayora. Mayora?
Mayora. I'm going to stick with Mayora.
Yeah, let's stick with Mayora.
He walked in his first at-bat and was thrown out by Josh Coles trying to score that ended the second inning.
There's the 1-1, inside fastball again. Ball 2 for Mayora. 2-1 is the count now. No outs yet, no runners yet on base. Mayora is batting .257. He's at his second at-bat. He's got 9 RBIs. He last played with the Colorado Rockies, Dominican Republic League. There's the 2-1, and fouls that one off behind us over the grandstand. Strike 2. 2-2 count now for Mayora.
No action right now in the Orem Owlz bullpen as Arredondo makes his continues his start here in the fourth inning. He's allowed a couple of runs thus far. Arredondo has struck out 3 batters so far. Here's the 2-2. Gets a hold of it. Sapper out in the left center field, and Santro Smith can't get to it in time, and it bounces back by the warning track in left center. And there goes Mayora to second base with a stand-up double. So now a runner on second with no outs, and the bottom of the fourth here. Owlz still leading 5-2. We're back up to the top of the lineup with the Rockies with number 1, Corey Wimberly, the shortstop from Jacksonville, Florida. That was double number 9 on the season right there for Daniel Mayora.
Wow. Nice work, Mayora. Too bad.
Too bad we don't like you.
Too bad we don't like you because you're on the other team. All right, again, batting now is Corey Wimberly. Wimberly's 2 for 2 in the night with 2 singles. Here's his 0-0. Goes for the bunt, and it gets past him on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count for Wimberly. No outs yet. Runner on second base.
Wimberly's been on base a couple times and been stranded as the Rockies have left 2 runners on base in each of the first 3 innings tonight.
All right. There's the 0-1. Another one fouled over the left field wall this time. Strike 2. 0-2 count. The very interesting grandstands around here. They look like they're a little more spread wide than most other parks. The left field wall very short over there. People sitting over there on the rocks and stuff. But so foul balls go into the stands quite more often. There's the 0-2. Curveball outside and high. Ball 1. 1-2 count now for Wimberly. No outs yet. Runner on second still.
New facility here in Casper. I believe it opened out here for the 2003 season, I want to say.
Okay.
It was the first year that they had Mike Lansing Field totally finished with the new clubhouses and new bleachers set up here. Very nice.
How is it down there in the clubhouse?
Very nice.
Is it okay?
One of the nicer ones in the Pioneer League.
There's the 1-2. And another one fouled over the left field line, just barely. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, nice
left
catch.
Fielder Kuhn.
Oh, no, he didn't get it.
No. Kuhn went for the play along the left field fence, reaching his glove over the fence. Looked like he came up with the catch, but it just dropped out of his glove there.
Good hustle play by Brad Kuhn. That's about a 4-foot fence down the left field line as he tried to make the catch, ran into the fence, and the ball just popped out of his glove. Good effort by Kuhn.
Yeah. So still no outs, and now the 1-2 count for Wimberly. Owlz still leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Wimberly has 14 RBIs and 1 home run. He last played with Alcorn State. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Curveball, and he fouls it down. Still strike 2 for Wimberly. Interesting curve by Arredondo there. A lot of movement on that one coming inside to this left-handed batter.
A lot of information here on Corey Wimberly. As you mentioned, he was a 6th-round draft pick from Alcorn State.
Okay.
He led the NCAA with a .472 batting average.
Wow.
He was the Southwest Atlantic Conference Player of the Year this past season and a candidate for the Golden Spikes Award, which goes to the top college player in the country.
Okay. There's the 1-2, and that one is fouled down as well into the dirt. Still strike 2 for Wimberly.
Good job by Corey to stay alive here.
Yeah, he's doing pretty darn well. I think he's fouled off 4 so far. 1-2 count still. Runner waiting there on second base. That's Mayora out there with his double. Here's the 1-2 to Wimberly. Gets a hold of it. Blooper up into the air, and it's caught by Heinle Stacia and thrown to first base. But Wimberly is safe on first base. That one bouncing off the ground in the dirt at home plate and then into Stacia's glove. He made the throw over to first base and couldn't get him out. So now a runner on first and second. What do they count that as? A hit?
That'll be an infield single for Wimberly. Not much you can do there for Heinle Stacia.
Yeah.
The ball chopped off the plate. He made a good effort to try to come up with it and throw the runner out at first. But Wimberly showing his speed and was able to beat the play to first base.
So now runners on second with no outs. Runners on first and second with no outs. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Owlz still leading 5-2. Now batting is number 2, Eric Young Jr., the second baseman. Eric Young has popped out to center field and struck out looking his last at-bat. He is batting .259 on the season, 11 RBIs, 1 home run. Here comes his 0-0 pitch, and fouls it off over the press box behind us Strike one for Young, 0-1 count.
Owlz bullpen springing in the action down the left field line as Mike Peet begins loosening up. All right.
Okay. Eric Young Jr. with the 0-1 count now. Runners on first and second base with no outs. Here comes Young's 0-1 pitch. Fastball outside and high. Ball one. 1-1 count now. Young was out the last season for the Casper Rockies. I believe he had a broken jaw.
Yeah, suffered a broken jaw last year. He's a little speedster. I want to say he got hit in the face with a thrown ball.
There's the 1-1 swing and a miss and an inside curve. Strike two. 1-2 count for Young. Trying to chase that one over the plate. 1-2 count now. No out. Still got runners on first and second base. Again, pitcher Arredondo still out there on the mound for the Owls. He's from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. In the off-season, he says he likes to practice baseball. And it shows right there when he pitches a fastball, Young swings on it, and a strike three. So Eric Young Jr. strikes out swinging this time.
Strikeout number 4 on the night for Jose Arredondo.
Cool. So one out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the fourth. Owls still leading 5-2. Rockies still have a runner on first and second base. Wimberly on first and Mayora on second. Now batting for the Rockies, Trevor Allen, the right fielder. He has walked tonight and then a single with an RBI his last at bat, bringing in the second run scored, first run scored.
Yeah, the first run scored, that was his 30th RBI last time.
There's the 0-0 and pops that one out in the left center field. It's going back in the warning track, and that one is over. The left field wall, about a 420-foot hit back there over the left field wall, and that is a home run for Trevor Allen off a first pitch, high fastball from Jose Arredondo. And Trevor Allen brings in himself, Corey Wimberly, and Daniel Mayora for a 3 RBI home run from Trevor Allen.
Big shot right there to tie up the ball game for the Casper Rockies as Allen just got a hold of one into, as Joey mentioned, that's 412 feet of fence out there. That ball cleared it quite easily. So about a 425-foot blast for Trevor Allen.
Now batting is Cole Garner. First pitch is an inside fastball, hitting him on the shins there. Well, not hitting him, but coming close. Ball one. 1-0 count. No more runners on base. One out. The score is now tied 5-5 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. There's a chopper to Morris at third, and it's way overthrown to Trumbo at first base. And there goes Cole Garner to second. Here comes the throw. And Silva gets right in front of him and tags him out. Nice play by Trumbo, getting that overthrown ball and getting it all the way down to second base. That was actually Stacia covering second base, making that play.
Tough play right there to make by Dallas Morris as the ball was chopped foul as he overthrew Trumbo at first, but a good backup play there to get the runner.
They call that an error on Dallas Morris, throwing error, and now runners on, and still no runners on base with 2 outs now for the Owls. Tom Kochman, the manager, going out to the mound, and that will do it for Jose Arredondo, pitcher for the Owls. He is leaving, taking the green mile back to the dugout. So in the bottom of the fourth, the score is tied 5-5 here, thanks to a home run with 3 RBIs from Trevor Allen. Trevor Allen now has 5 home runs and 21 RBIs in the season, and looks like they're going to bring in Mike Peet to pitch now for the Orem Owls. Mike Peet tonight is wearing number 33. He usually wears number 32.
He does. He left his jersey at the hotel tonight, and had they give him one of our spare jerseys we take with us on the road.
So now pitching for the Orem Owls, number 33, Mike Peet. Mike Peet has just joined us as well.
Peet played in the College World Series with the University of Florida, and he joined us after that concluded. He's been very good out of the bullpen this year for the Owls.
Mike Peet is 6 foot tall. He's from Brandon, Florida, acquired this year as a free agent. Mike Peet has a fastball, a curveball that's very slow and has a looping action to it. He has a slider that comes in at the mid-80s as well. Mike Peet, let's look at his numbers. He's got a 1-0 record, 1.5 ERA on 12 innings pitched. He's got 2 saves on the season. He has 10 strikeouts and 5 walks. We usually see Mike Peet at the end of the game, but coming in as a reliever right now.
Peet, as we mentioned, played with the University of Florida in the College World Series, is still taking some classes from the University of Florida, finishing up his degree in exercise physiology.
Oh, really?
Matter of fact, as we were waiting for everybody to eat and shower after the game last night in Idaho Falls, Mike stayed in the lobby at the hotel and finished writing a paper while everybody else was eating. So I shared some dinner with Mike while he was in there doing some homework.
That is hardcore.
And he said he's got to finish up his last class, and then he'll do an internship, and we'll be will be graduating from the University of Florida. So, congratulations to him.
Yeah, nice work, man. That's hard stuff. Mike Peet will be facing Kyle Blumenthal, the first baseman. The Rockies have 2 outs, no runners on base, and they have tied up the score here 5-5 in the bottom of the 4th inning, thanks to a 3-run home run from Trevor Allen. So here's Kyle Blumenthal. Blumenthal's doing all right tonight. He's 1 for 2. He's got a double his last at-bat, his 4th double on the season, and then he popped out to center field his first at-bat. Got a .330.
First pitch on the way from Pete is inside and goes all the way back to the backstop.
That is ball 1, 1-0 count.
Final numbers for Jose Arredondo tonight. He threw 77 pitches unofficially in 3 2/3 innings. 5 runs, all 5 were earned. Gave up 9 hits, walked 3 batters, hit 1 batter, and struck out 4 of the Casper attackers.
Casper Prey. There's a 1-0, and that's his slow curve going outside, catching the corner, strike 1. Mike Peet's a looping curve. He's a left-handed pitcher. Comes into this left-handed batter, comes right at him, and then scoots over the plate outside. That's when catching the corner. So the 1-1 count. There's the pitch. Fouls that one back behind us. Strike 2, 1-2 count. Hobart the platypus is crawling over the dugout over there.
I would slap him if I was in the dugout. I'm not a big fan of mascots in the Pioneer League. I think all of them at one point or the other have stolen a hat off my head or thrown something at me.
Right.
So I take no mercy, except for Hoots.
Hoots?
I like Hoots.
Okay, good. All right, 1-2 count, 2 outs, no runners on base. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Blumenthal. Slow curve, outside corner and low, strike 3. And what's his name? Mike Peet strikes out his first batter faced. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 4th. Score's tied 5-5. Come on back.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minute it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, "I can give you wings," and he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach hundreds of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, "Wings for you, too." Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 5th inning now. The score is tied 5-5, thanks to a 3-run shot by, Trevor Allen, tying up the game there in that last inning. The new pitcher, Mike Peet, struck out the last batter in that inning, taking care of business. Batting now for the Owls will be 24, Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. What happened to Morris? I didn't write what he did.
Morris flew out to the left fielder to end the inning in the 4th.
All right, here comes the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo. And Kipke pitching for the Rockies, lets it fly. Curveball, outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count now for Trumbo. Trumbo's 2 for 2 on the night. Double with an RBI and a single his last at-bat. Not bad, Trumbo.
He also scored the 4th run of the game in the 3rd inning for the Owls.
Here's the 0-1, same curve, this time a little bit outside. Ball 1, 1-1 count for Trumbo. No outs yet, no runners yet on base.
Rockies bullpen with some action. There's a right-hander warming up down there. Can't see his numbers, so I can't tell you who he is.
Here's the 1-1. That same curve hits the outside corner again. Strike 2 for Trumbo. 1-2 count now with no outs. Runners, no on base. As Yoda talking there. Runners, no on base. There's the 1-2. Gets a hold of it. Flapper out into center field. Running to get underneath it is center fielder Fowler. And he makes the running catch, running to his left all the way to right center field, and makes the catch back there. So 1 out now for the Owls here in the top of the 5th. Score still tied 5-5. No runners on base.
Trumbo hit that ball real hard into the right center field gap, and a nice running catch by Dexter Fowler to take away what would have been his third hit of the night.
Mm-hmm. Now batting for the Owls, Brett Martinez, the catcher. Martinez is, let's see, what do you count that as? Do you count that as an at-bat, his reach in an error?
He's singled and reached second base on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's 1 for 2 with a run scored and a couple of runs batted in.
Yeah, there's his 0-0 pitch, and it's inside with a curveball for ball one. 1-0 count now to Martinez. No, 1 out, no runners on base. There's the 1-0 pitch, high fastball inside, ball 2. 2-0 count to Martinez.
Brett's now driven in 7 runs in the last 2 games, as he had 5 last night. He's already has 2 tonight, raising his total to 18 for the season.
Nice work. 2 home runs for Martinez. He's batting .301 coming into this game. And last night he was 2 for 3 with his home run and his triple. Last play with the Mesa Angels. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Martinez. High fastball outside, ball 3. 3-0 count to Martinez now.
Brett's played with about every affiliate in the Angels organization this year. He spent some time in AAA Salt Lake. He was in Cedar Rapids with the low A affiliate there in Iowa, and also was with Mesa. So a lot of frequent flyer miles for Martinez this year.
There's a 3-0 high pop fly into center field, still up in the air. Underneath it is Fowler. Fowler makes that catch in mid-center field for out number 2. So 2 outs now, no runners on base yet. Still scored tied 5-5 here in the top of the 5th. Now batting will be Patrick Riley, the designated hitter.
Pat having a nice game tonight. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a run scored.
Yep. Riley from Reno, Nevada. Last played with the University of Arizona. Acquired in 2004. He's batting .261 coming into this game, left-handed batter.
Pat at spring training suffered a broken hamate bone. He was down in Mesa with a cast on his hand during the spring training session. That's the only way how I knew who he was, actually, because he had the broken hand.
Here's the 0-0 fastball outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count for Riley.
Got to try to differentiate people somehow in spring training. You've got 200 players, so you know the guy with the broken hand.
Right.
And his name is Pat Riley, so we call him the coach.
There's his 0-1. Checks his swing for an inside curveball. Doesn't pull back in time. Wait, what the heck was that?
They appealed down to the first base umpire, Matt Schubert. They said that he did not swing.
Oh.
Counts evened up at 1-1.
Okay. Still 2 outs, no runners on base. Here's the 1-1 to Riley. That one's inside with a fastball hitting the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1 count. You know anything about the hamate bone?
The hamate bone is a bone, I believe, that runs at the bottom of your hand, and it can be fractured or dislocated partially before it's broken.
There's the 2-1. Pops that went out into left field. Underneath it is left fielder Garner. Garner makes the catch in shallow left field. Getting out number 3. That ends the top of the 5th. Score still tied 5-5. Come on back.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross, Into the Blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I looked at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back to the Winter Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The score's tied 5-5 here. Mike Pete still pitching out there for the Orem Owls. So far, Mike Pete has faced one batter, and he struck him out looking fantastic.
Good work, Pete.
He will be facing Christopher Cook right now, the designated hitter for the Rockies. After him, Dexter Fowler and Steven Suarez. Chris Cook is 1 for 1 on the night with a single. He was walked his last at-bat. He's batting .277 on the season.
Cook scored the first run of the game in the second inning for Casper.
There's the 0-0, fastball on the outside. Cook checks his swing. Ball 1, 1-0 count now. No outs, no runners yet on base. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Cook. Pete lets it fly. Same place, outside, ball 2. 2-0 count now to Cook.
Pete, the left-hander on the mound, stands in at 6 feet, 190 pounds. Acquired as a free agent, signed by Tom Kochman.
Here's the 2-0, fastball inside and low, ball 3 already. 3-0 count for Cook. Pete just missing that inside and outside low corner with his fastball. 3-0 count now to Cook.
Falling behind the hitter. Hopefully he can battle back here.
There's a 3-0, way outside, ball 4 with a curveball. And Chris Cook gets walked on 4 pitches on the ball 4. And now a runner on first base with no outs. Stepping to the plate now, Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. He is 1 for 2 in the night with a single. Then he struck out swinging his last at-bat. Fowler's batting .295 on the season, 11 RBIs, 2 home runs. Fowler is a switch hitter. He's now batting from the right. He's batting from the left his last at-bat. Interesting open stance for Fowler and a high-held bat. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Low curve outside, ball 1, 1-0 count to Fowler. 5 straight balls to start the 5th inning for Mike Pete. Not something you want to see. Fowler made 2 of the outs in that last inning, catching center field, catching out in center field. There's the 1-0, another slow looping curve outside, ball 2, 2-0 count now to Fowler. Martinez going out the mound to talk to Mike Pete out there. The Fowler played at the same high school as fellow Casper Rockies teammate Sean Ruthven, a relief pitcher out of the bullpen for the Casper Rockies. All right. And also played with former Casper Rockies shortstop Chris Nelson in the Georgia Summer League. Nelson, a big prospect in the Rockies organization. The Colorado Rockies? The Colorado Rockies organization, yeah. Interesting. All right, runner on first. Here's the 2-0. Fastball inside corner. Nice pitch. Strike 1. 2-1 count to Fowler. No outs yet here for the Rockies in the bottom of the 5th. Score still tied 5-5. Fowler's from Alpharetta, Georgia. Last play with Milton High School. There's his 2-1, and he fouls it into the net behind him for strike 2. That one ricocheting about 3 times off of the stuff. Ding, ding, ding. Looks like Plinko. The greatest Price is Right game in the history of the world. That is a fun one. Gets into 10,000 in the middle. It's fun in Vegas. They have a Plinko slot machine. There's the 2-2, swing and a miss, inside fastball, trying to chase that one. Dexter Fowler strikes out swinging twice in a row. The second strikeout of the night for Mike Pete, and his 12th strikeout on the season. So 1 out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the 5th. Score still tied 5-5. They still have a runner on first base as Steven Suarez, the catcher, steps to the plate. Here's his 0-0. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count. Suarez, the left-handed batter. He is 0 for nothing on the night. 0 for 2. 0 for 2. He reached on an error and scored in the second inning and flew out to Dallas Morris in his last at-bat. There's the 0-1. Grounder to second baseman Silva. Makes the toss to Stacia at second base. Covers second base and gets the out. But then Stacia throws to first base and Trumbo misses it. And they charge that an error on Mark Trumbo for letting it get out of his glove. And so looks like Suarez is safe on first base off that throwing error from, or the catching error from Trumbo. Yeah, that'll be the second time Suarez has reached base on an error tonight. And for Mark Trumbo, that is his seventh? His 7th error of the year, excuse me. Boy. And the second on the night for the Owls. So now a runner on first base with 2 outs, stepping to the plate, bottom of the lineup. Daniel Mayora, his first pitch, he swings on an inside curve for strike 1. 0-1 count. Incredible stop right there by Brett Martinez. Yeah. That ball had just an absurd amount of late movement, and he hopped about 3 feet to the left of the right-handed batter's box to stop that ball. Nice job by Brett. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to check the swing and an inside curve, and doesn't. And Martinez loses the ball, but catches it over on the grass and makes the throw to second base. Stacia trying to cover second, but runner safe over there. Similar type pitch to the one before that I was just saying. He blocked this time after it hit his chest protector, just bounced off to the left of him, which allowed the runner Suarez to advance to second base. Curses. So now a runner on second with 2 outs, and still batting is Daniel Mayor. He's got the 1-1 count. Sorry, the 0-2 count, pardon me. And then he tries to check his swing again, but he does this time for an inside curve. Ball 1. 1-2 count to Mayora. 2 outs, runner on second base. Mayora had a double his last at-bat. He's batting .257. Wasn't I just talking about this guy? It's been a fast lineup. Here's the 1-2. Now gets him on the inside corner with a strike 3 on a strikeout looking for Daniel Mayora. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 5th. Score still tied 5-5. Come on back.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with a no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are, let's see, what time is it out here in Casper, Wyoming? It's almost 7 o'clock, 10 till 7. We're in the top of the 6th inning, darn it. And the score's tied, 5-5. The Rockies have a new pitcher out there, number 31, Byron Binda. We've seen him before. Binda, right-handed pitcher from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Last played with the Coastal Carolina League. Have you heard of that?
I have not.
Okay.
Ross Hipke, the pitcher before Binda, threw very well. 3 innings pitched, unofficially 32 pitches. He did not allow a run or a hit, did not walk anybody or hit anybody. Struck out 1 hitter, threw extremely well for P.J. Carey out of the bullpen.
Binda comes into the game, new pitcher for the Rockies. He's got a record of 3-0, 4.05 ERA on 20 innings pitched. He's got 24 strikeouts and 10 walks on the season. Not bad for his team.
No, he will face the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the Orem lineup, Silva, Coles, and Smith here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Silva has a quality game so far. He's been out both times, but he had a 12-pitch at-bat, his first at-bat, and then he hit it one hard out in the center field, almost going over the wall, but was caught by center fielder Fowler. So quality at-bat so far, just no damage.
Nothing to show for him, unfortunately.
Score is tied 5-5 here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Johan Silva. Lets this one fly, goes for the bunt, and pulls back just in time for an inside fastball. Ball 1, 1-0 count.
As you mentioned, Silva working 12-pitch at-bat the 2nd inning. Not something I've seen from any of the Owls hitters yet thus far this year.
Here's the 1-0 inside with the curve. Strike 1, 1-1 count. And Silva is the beer batter. What does that mean?
The beer batter here in Casper, meaning that if he strikes out, they will discount beer, I believe, for 15 minutes.
There's the 1-1. Fouls that one off almost over the light pole back there. Strike 2 for Silva, 1-2 count.
Yeah, a crowd might get into a little bit more here now with 2 strikes on Silva as they hope for their discounted brewskis.
They want to see what's brewing. Maybe get ahead in the count. Boom. There's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, high fastball. Strike 3.
Look at all the people get up and run.
Strikes out swinging, and for the next 10 minutes, beer is on sale here at Mike Lansing Field.
I'm counting 10 people right now are literally running to the beer concession stand to get their discounted beer. That's
no lie. Oh, that's good. Too bad it's out number 1 for the Owls on the top of the 6th.
Anything for discounted beer.
Right. Like, if a batter gets hit in the head with a fastball, everyone gets a free hot dog. Ow! All right. Okay, so now stepping to the plate will be Josh Coles, the right fielder. He's got one out, no runners on base. His first pitch is on outside for a fastball for ball one. His next pitch, he swings and misses on for strike one. 1-1 count now already to Coles, chasing a curveball.
I have a new partner apparently in the booth as Joey Hurley takes the rest of the night off.
Hey, Black Crane, I talk funny. That last one is swung on by Josh Coles as well. An inside curveball, strike two. 1-2 count to Coles.
We're trying to hold things together up here.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2. That's when the curve outside and low, almost getting lost by catcher Suarez. 2-2 count now to Coles, one out.
For those of you that listened to the game last night, you know we don't hold it together very well after about the seventh inning.
Right.
And on less than an hour of sleep, I don't know how long
I'm proud of you so far.
I could be out of this by about the eighth inning.
Okay.
If you hear snoring, just ignore me.
There's the 2-2. Inside fastball catches the corner. Come on. And Josh Coles strikes out looking. The first two batters faced by this new pitcher, Binda, he struck them out.
Coles did not agree with the pitch, the call right there by Tim Bretsky. Thought the pitch was inside, but unfortunately for him, his opinion doesn't matter, and Bretsky gets the final word without number two.
So top of the sixth, score still tied 5-5. The Owls have now 2 outs with no runners on base. Bottom of the lineup up to bat now, Stantrell Smith, the center fielder. His first pitch is a curveball catching the inside corner for strike one. 0-1 count to Smith. This curve from Binda barely catching that inside corner. This next 0-1 pitch, Smith swings on and fouls it back. Strike two, 0-2 count.
Good cut right there by Smith. He stands in at 6'4", 207 pounds out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Right. He last played with the Mesa Angels.
Yeah, he was also signed by Owlz manager and Angel scout Tom Kochman.
In Florida?
Yeah, I believe he played at a community college in Florida.
Okay. There's the 0-2 to Smith. Way in the dirt in front of the plate. Ball one, 1-2 count. That one breaking a little too early. 1-2 count now for Smith, 2 outs.
A lot of Florida players on the roster in Orem/Provo in the last few years as Tom Kochman signs a lot of players and then becomes their first manager also. So.
That'd be interesting. There's the 1-2. Fouls that one down against the plate. We heard that one. And that's still strike two for Smith. A nice pop there. 1-2 count.
Interesting note about Kochman. When his son Casey was drafted by the Angels, he acted as the scout who scouted Casey in Florida. He worked as Casey's agent that signed the contract with him, and then was his second professional manager when Casey was promoted to Provo.
Holy cow. There's the 1-2, inside curve and low, ball two, 2-2 count now to Smith. I was trying to think about that. Why did that just happen by luck, or they plan that? Wow, there's the 2-2 pitch, high, pop fly, going out into left field. It's still in the air, and underneath it is left fielder Garner getting out number 3. We'll talk about it later. That ends the top of the 6th inning. Owls still tied with the Rockies 5-5.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. We're now in the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is tied 5-5 out here in Mike Lansing's field. Coming up to bat for the Rockies will be top of the lineup again. Corey Wimberly already had his fourth at bat. He is 3 for 3 in the night, a single each time he's reached. Here's his 0-0, and swinging a miss and a curveball going outside. Strike one, reaching for that one. 0-1 count.
Another nice night for Wimberly as he was 4 for 6 last night in the 12-1 rout of the Ogden Raptors.
Yeah. Mike Pete still pitching out there for the Owls. There's the 0-1 pitch. Grounder to shortstop Heinle Stacia. There's the throw to Trumbo, and that catch is made. Out number 1 at first base over there. Wimberly grounding out finally the shortstop.
Wimberly not getting a break on that ball as it hit off the left side of the pitcher's mound and kind of skipped over towards Heinle Stacia, who made a nice play in order to throw him out at first for the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
Cool. The score is still tied 5-5 as Eric Young Jr., the second baseman, steps to the plate. He has 0 for 3 in the night. He struck out both last 2 at-bats. Here's his 0-0. Grounds that one foul down the third base line for strike one. 0-1 count. Eric Young is from Piscataway, New Jersey. Last played with the Casper Pioneer League team. .259 batting average coming into this game. There's the 0-1 to Eric Young. Swinging a miss, inside fastball, strike 2. 0-2 count now for Young. Really swinging off these first 2 pitches, both of them being curveballs from Mike Pete going inside to this right-handed batter, Young. There's the 0-2 to Young. High fastball outside, ball 1. 1-2 count now. Young Jr.
Young was selected in the 30th round of the draft, as you mentioned, from Piscataway High School in New Jersey.
There's the 1-2. Fouls that one off as well into the left field parking lot. And still strike 2 for Young.
How's my New Jersey accent?
That's awful.
Sounded authentic?
It's Jersey. What did you say, Jersey?
I said Jersey.
Jersey.
Sorry, I'm from Utah.
All right, here's the 1-2. And fouls that one over the right field wall. There's still strike 2 for Young.
Well, your lame California accent's not very good either. Oh,
I'm
wait.
sorry.
Oh, that's where you're from?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
I know
sorry
it's very, we're very laid back.
My fault. Gnarly dude.
Yeah, we just, everything trails off. There's the 1-2. That one is inside, fastball, ball 2. Almost hitting the dirt. 2-2 count now for Young. I took a dialects class in college. There's the 2-2. Grounds that one to the shortstop, and it gets past Heinle Stacia in the left field, trying to dive for that one to his right, and looks like it's going to be a single for Eric Young Jr., his first time reaching base tonight. So now with 1 out, the Rockies have a runner on first, with still tied 5-5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now batting is Trevor Allen, the right fielder. Allen is a fantastic game tonight with a single and an RBI, and then a home run with 3 RBIs. Ugh.
Yeah, Trevor crushed the ball into left center field last time up to tie the game. Up at 5. That was back in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Allen came in the game batting .378, highest in the lineup tonight for the Rockies. And here comes his 0-0. Swing and a miss, inside curve, strike 1. Allen, let's see. There's only one person batting more than Allen. It's Gregory Dombeck, but Gregory Dombeck's only had 10 at-bats, and Allen has had 119 at-bats. He's doing rather well.
Allen is 4th in the Pioneer League and hitting behind Angel Salome with Helena, who has since been called up and is no longer in the Pioneer League. Thank goodness for the pitchers in the league, as he was hitting almost .420 with 8 home runs and 50 RBI before being called up.
He should be called up then.
Yes, thank goodness.
That last pitch.
Good riddance.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a fantastic player. He's a good catcher, too, Angel Salome. So that last pitch fouled down. So it's the 0-2 count now for Allen, runner on first base with 1 out. Here comes the 0-2 to Allen. Lets this one fly. Instead, Mike Pete takes a little break. I just had a whiff of, smells like the desert coming in. Like Palm Springs.
Once again, the California guy dropping his California references in here.
There's the 0-2. Fastball outside, ball 1. 1-2 count now.
Personally, I think it smells like a tall, snowy mountain.
Like in Utah?
Yeah, that's right, my friend. Born and raised.
I know you are.
But what am I?
Wait, where were you born?
I was born in Provo, actually.
I'm sorry?
Provo?
No, I said I'm sorry. Oh, that's a good one. There's the 1-2. Grounds that one to Silva at second base. He throws to Heinle Stacia covering second base, and then to Mark Trumbo at first, and gets the double play.
Nice
Beautiful play. That is the 4-6-3 double play, ending the bottom of the 6th inning. Score still tied, 5-5. Come on back.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew. And it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta?
No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's.
Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. Naomi.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds to Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 7th inning already. The score's tied 5-5. Still pitching out there for the Casper Rockies, Byron Binda, number 31. So far, Binda has struck out 2 batters that he's faced.
Thank you, Darth.
About 3. 2 batters.
Young Jedi. Although I did just see a message pop up on the scoreboard out in left field that said thanks to Dennis Publo, who's the Casper Rockies clubhouse manager. And then it said he's the best clubby in minor league baseball.
Oh, come on. That is a lie.
Dennis does an outstanding job here in Casper. He does a very good job, takes very good care of us on the visiting side when we come through.
That's true.
So I'm not going to disagree and say that I'm going to say he's one of the best in minor league baseball.
Okay.
Not going to mention any names.
I can think of one. We're up to bat here with the Bradley Kuhn. His first pitch, he fouls up into the air and pops it up. Thankfully, it bounces in front of the catcher, Suarez, and so it's strike one instead of out one. 0-1 count for Kuhn. No outs, no runners on base. Here comes Kuhn's 0-1 pitch. Mayor playing inside again on the third base line. That one going outside with a fastball. 1-1 count now for Kuhn.
Brad is 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored to lead off the game. He walked in the second inning and grounded out to second in the fourth.
There's a 1-1. Fastball just missing the outside. Ball 2-1 count now for Kuhn. PA making some announcement, and I can't really understand.
Guess it wasn't that important.
No. Here comes the 2-1 to Kuhn. Lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it, fouls it off to the left field grandstand. Strike 2 for Kuhn. 2-2 count. Yep.
Sure is.
See. Kuhn is from Willowick, Ohio. Last played with the University of Nashville. Acquired this year in the draft. He now has, 15 RBIs in the season, thanks to tonight. No home runs yet for Kuhn. Here's the 2-2. Gets a hold of it, slapper out in the center field. Underneath it is Fowler, and Fowler makes the catch back there in deep center field like a can of corn. That's one out in the top of the 6th, 7th here. Score still tied 5-5. No runners on base. Now batting for the Owls, number 14, Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia is a switch hitter. He's been batting left the whole game, batting left again now. He's 0 for 3 in the night. He's grounded out 3 times in a row. One of them into a double play.
Fowler tends to catch those balls almost at about the level of his belt in center field, a lot like Andrew Jones, the center fielder for the Braves.
Okay. There's the 0-0 to Stacia. Fastball inside and low. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Stacia. Stacia batted .276. Here's the 1-0. This one he gets a hold of. Grounder right up the middle. Beautiful hit in the center field, getting past the shortstop and the pitcher. And a single for Heinley Stacia, finally getting on base tonight.
Nice job by Heinley to hit that ball real hard right back through the middle for his first hit of the night.
Yeah.
And hit number 9 overall for the Owls.
Cool. So Stacia on base on first, 1 out. Stepping to the plate now, number 30, Dallas Morris, the third baseman. Morris is 1 for 3 in the night with a single. He's batting .329 coming into this game. That's the highest in the lineup tonight for the Owls.
Dallas scored a run in the 3rd inning, which was the 3rd run of the game for the Owls. They now have 5 overall as they are tied up here at 5 in the top of the 7th with Casper.
In proportion, Dallas Morris leads his team with batting average. I say in proportion because Greg Deeney leads him with 333 average, but Deeney's only had 33 at-bats. Morris has had 173 at-bats.
Wow.
There's the 0-0, curveball outside and low, ball. What the heck? Strike one, come on. Guy went hit in the outside corner for some reason.
Days off far and few between for Dallas Morris.
Oh, yeah,
on the hot corner.
Here's the 0-1 count and the 0-1 pitch to Morris. Outside curveball, ball one. 1-2 count, 1-1 count now for Morris. Station leading off first base there, was about to run, but catcher Suarez faked him out there and kept him on base.
Boo.
Said, here, see this ball in my hand?
I've got one.
This can do damage. 1-1 count, 1 out, runner on first base, singles on the board, as I like to call them.
I prefer unos.
Unos. Here's the 1-1 to Morris. Instead, fakes out the runner at first, doing a little twitchy twitch. It's hard for a right-handed batter to turn all the way around to make the throw to first, but he can see him out of the corner of his eye there.
Yes, he can. He's always watching, much like Santa Claus.
Here's the 1-1, and cracks that one out into right field. Looks like it's going high out in the right field. Doesn't make any sense. And it's caught by Allen, and Heinle Stacia tags back on first base.
Stacia was running on the play. That was a hit and run there that Morris popped the ball up. Not what you want to see out of him on that play.
Yeah.
And right fielder Trevor Allen just camped underneath it for the second out of the inning.
Well, he had to hit, but he'd rather keep it on the ground, but that one he couldn't do.
He did. The object of that would be to hit the ball on the ground through the infield to move the runner along. But popping it up doesn't do much for your team right there.
Oh, boy. Okay, so now 2 outs for the Owls here. Still a runner on first. Score side 5-5 in the top of the 7th. Trumbo at the plate right now. Mark Trumbo is first baseman. His 4th at-bat tonight. Here comes the 0-0 to Trumbo. Checks the swing and an outside low curveball. Ball 1, 1-0 count.
Trumbo having a very nice game tonight. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI double in the first. He singled and scored a run in the third and flew out to center field in the 5th.
Okay. He's at 268 coming into the game. Last night he was doing well as well with a double and 2 singles. 3 for 4 last night in the game. Here comes the 1-0 to Tro. Instead, pitcher Binda throws over to first baseman Blumenthal. Stacia still safe over there.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Byron Binda. Beautiful place. Never been there. I've heard it's just absolute gorgeous. So great golfing.
Sounds like a retirement kind of community.
I'd like to go out there and go golfing one day.
Do you golf, Brett Crane?
I do.
How well do you do?
Not very well because I haven't played in quite a while. During the summer, I don't golf as much as I wish I could with no time, obviously, with the season. But try to play as much as I can in the spring and as late in the winter, into the Utah weather as I can.
There's the 0-0 to Trumbo. Fouls that one back. Strike 1. 1-1 count. I enjoy the driving ranges. Those are rather fun. And that's where you get that term, the hitting it on the screw, from golf. It comes from golf.
Really?
Yeah, because the screws on the head of the club, if you hit it right on those, it's a pretty good hit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You enjoy miniature golfing?
No, I don't actually.
Really?
There's the 1-1. There's a grounder from Trumbo down to the second baseman. There's the throw to first and gets the third out at first base there. That is 3 outs. That ends the top of the 7th. Score still tied, 5-5. Come on back.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to GotConcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at GotConcrete.com.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learn an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The score is still tied, 5-5. No more runs put up on the board in the last 3 innings so far. So another pitcher for the Orem Owls, third pitcher of the night, number 45, Rafael Cruz. Cruz coming in pitching for the Owls. He's got a record of 1-0, 5.4 ERA. He's got 20 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, and 1 walk on the season. Cruz now pitching for the Owls.
That'll close the book on Mike Peake, a left-handed reliever out of the Owls bullpen. He threw very well tonight, unofficially 32 pitches, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He did not allow a run, only 1 hit. He walked 1 batter and struck out 3 Casper hitters.
Cruz, new pitcher for the Owls, has a curveball that comes in about 77. His fastball, 82 to 84 miles an hour. Cruz's right-handed pitcher, kind of a whip action to his throw. Comes overhanded and has like a little snap of the wrist at the end. Very interesting to watch. He'll be facing Cole Garner, the left fielder. Here's his 0-0 pitch, and it's a slow curve outside and low for ball 1. 1-0 count to Garner. No outs yet, no runners on base.
Garner on the night is 0 for 2. He reached on an error, struck out, and was also hit by a pitch by Arredondo in the first inning.
There's a 1-0, fouls that one over the left field wall. Strike 1, 1-1 count.
Hit that ball real hard, but
into a child or something?
I don't know. I heard people yelling,
yeah.
But I don't see anybody dead over there, so we should be okay.
We're all right then. Cruz is from Ignacio de Yayave, Veracruz, Mexico. He last played with the Estados Este. I don't even know what that is. It says Este.N.11 Veracruz. Is that even a team? I'm not trying to make fun of it. The abbreviations on this sheet don't make any sense to me. It sounds like he's some kind of robot or something. Este.N.11 X9000 Veracruz.
I wonder if he knows promo bots. Wow. Joey obviously didn't sleep much last night. Ground ball to the shortstop station. He'll come up with it and fire it over to Trumbo at first for out number 1. 6-3 in the scorebook for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Joey is gone.
I lost it. Oh, I'm back.
Barely.
Oh, man, that was good. Okay. So Cole Garner grounds out. 1 out now for the Rockies here in the... Oh, I'm going to be sick. In the bottom of the 7th, score tied 5-5. Now batting is Kyle Blumenthal, the first baseman.
Oh, Blumenthal 1 for 3 on the night with a double.
His first pitch, he cracks it to shortstop Heinley Stacia. There's the throw to Trumbo. Out at first, another ground out. Cool. Both of them to Heinley Stacia at shortstop. That's 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the 7th. Score still tied 5-5. Now batting is Chris Cook, the designated hitter. Cook is 1 for 1 on the night with a single. He has walked his last 2 at-bats. He's had his 4th at-bat.
He also scored the first run of the night for Casper in the 2nd inning.
Interesting. He's got 14 RBIs and 6 home runs. Good gracious. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Cook. Gets a hold of it, but fouls it down against himself. That one looks like it hit him on the left foot. Left foot. Strike 1, 0-1 count.
Taking a quick look around the Pioneer League tonight, Helena continued their winning ways. They improved to 8-0 in the second half, beating Billings 5-1. Missoula took care of Great Falls 3-2, and Ogden is leading Idaho Falls 3-2 in the 7th inning.
Okay. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Cook, and it's a slow curve inside and low for ball 1, 1-1 count.
Good breaking ball there by Cruz, just missed.
Sending a short order to Cook. Huh?
Yeah.
Short. Here's the 1-1, and fouls that one off, just getting the tip of it. Strike 2, 1-2 count for Cook.
Cruz getting ahead of the hitters here in the bottom half of the 7th inning with a good result so far, as he's got 2 ground outs thus far.
Yeah.
The wind kicks up here at Mike Lansing Field in the press box, blowing our papers all around.
It's blowing into home plate from center field. There's the 1-2, and Cook gets a hold of that one, and it is barely fair down the third base line. A nice hit by Cook, and he makes it to second base on that double. That one went all the way to the fence along the third base line, bouncing about a foot fair inside from the line.
For Cook, that is double number 6 on the season.
Wow.
His second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 2.
Interesting. All right, so runner on second now with 2 outs. And bottom of the 7th, score still tied 5-5. Now batting is Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. Fowler had hit his first at-bat but then struck out swinging his last 2 at-bats. He's a very tall guy. Dexter Fowler stands at a whopping 6'6".
Only 185 pounds at 6'6". He's
Jack Skellington. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Fowler. Curveball inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count. Watching that one go by. There's this really cool movie. It's a Disney version of. It's the second and third book of the Wizard of Oz series. It's called Return to Oz. Very cool Disney movie, and there's a character that looks like Dexter Fowler. There's the 0-1. Curveball outside corner. Nice pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 count from Rafael Cruz to Dexter Fowler.
The Wizard of Oz, Joey's all-time favorite movie.
Yes,
we learned last night. He mentioned one of the greatest movies of all time.
I think so.
I've never seen it.
You never seen it. What do you think is the greatest movie of all time?
Anchorman was pretty good last night.
Not that you've seen in the last 5 hours.
I don't know.
There's the 0-2, checks his swing. It's an inside curve for ball 1, 1-2 count.
Greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Are we talking like my favorite movie of all time or like the greatest impact movie of all time?
There's different ones. Your favorite and then the one that you think is the best well-made movie.
Whew. One of my favorites is probably Ocean's 11.
Oh, really?
I was a big fan of that movie.
Here's the 1-2. Fouls that one down. Still strike 2 for Fowler. You mean the new version?
Actually, yeah, but the original version with the Rat Pack is excellent.
Cool.
So I've seen that a couple of times.
All right.
And greatest movie of all time. Wow, that's a tough one. Anchorman, Old School, they were both pretty good.
1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Inside curve. Strike 3. And again, Dexter Fowler strikes out swinging for the 3rd time. And that's the 3rd out. Ending the bottom of the 7th. Score is tied 5-5. Come on back.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace. Serving all of Utah County, visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're already in the top of the 8th inning, and the score's still tied, 4-4. Looks like you have a new pitcher out there for the Rockies. Now pitching for the Casper Rockies, number 34.
Johnny Pitch-a-Lot. Brett Strickland.
Brett Strickland.
Great first name.
Brett Strickland comes into the game here in the top of the 8th. Strickland has a record of 2-2, 1.54 ERA on 23 1/3 innings pitched. Wow. He has 28 strikeouts and 11 walks. He leads his team with his ERA, except for Andrew Johnston. He's a .92 ERA.
Wow.
So Strickland doing rather well. He'll come in here in the top of the 8th, and he will face Martinez, Riley, and Silva in the lineup for the Owls. Let's see. What's his face? What's his name again? Strickland. Strickland's last outing, he pitched 1 2/3 innings. He got 3 strikeouts. He walked 1. He allowed 2 earned runs on 3 hits. That was in 2 games. He pitched 1 2/3 innings his last time he was out.
Final numbers on Byron Binda. Unofficially, 27 pitches in 2 innings. No runs, 1 hit. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 2 batters. So a good night for Binda at the bullpen.
All right, here comes the first pitch to Brett Martinez, the 0-0, and fouls it back into the net, bouncing back in the infield. Strike one. 0-1 count. No outs yet. No runners on base here in the top of the 8th. Score's tied 5-5.
Martinez is 1 for 3 on the night with a single and a couple of runs batted in. He's blown out a couple of times also.
Here's the 0-1, way inside with the fastball. That one bounced out of the glove of Suarez, the catcher, and bounced into Martinez, but he's all right. 1-1 count now for Martinez. And he's okay. He's all right, folks. That one he had to try to trot out of the way for. 1-1 count now for Martinez. Martinez batting .301 coming into the game. Here's his 1-1 pitch. High fastball outside, ball 2. 2-1 count now.
The wind's stirring up here at Mike Lansing Field, blowing directly in from center field right towards us, making Joey scramble to find all of his papers. Always entertaining.
There's the 2-1. Gets a hold of it. High pop fly going into shallow center field. It's still up in the air. Underneath it is the shortstop, and the shortstop, Wimberly, makes the catch over there, way over by first base.
Yeah, that ball carried in the wind, and Wimberly just stayed with it and followed all the way in between first and second base. A nice catch. 1 out now for the Rockies. No, for the Owls. Those guys wearing red. Heard of them.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're in the top of the 8th. Score still tied 5-5. 1 out. Now batting will be Patrick Riley, the designated hitter. He is 2 for 3 in the night. 2 singles, his first 2 at-bats, and he popped out in the left field his last at-bat. Lots of hard hits from Riley tonight.
Yeah, nice job by Pat. Scored a run. He has been productive for the Owls in his last couple of starts.
Here's his 0-0. Curveball outside and low. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Seems a lot of these Rockies pitchers like to throw the curveball for their first pitch, and then they sometimes have their fastball for their strikeout pitch. Maybe it's something common with the whole team. Here's the 1-0 to Riley. Grounds that one foul down the first base line. Strike 1. 1-1 count now.
Pat hit a couple of balls real hard last night down the first base line in Idaho Falls, just missing a home run on both occasions.
That's right.
He just missed a 3-run home run and just missed a grand slam last night. Very
it's hard to watch.
Yeah, he talked to him last night on the bus. He said the first one that he hit is probably the furthest ball he's ever hit.
Really?
But it was foul by about 3 feet.
There's a 1-1 grounder to the second baseman. Throws the first baseman Blumenthal and gets the out at first base. So Patrick Riley grounds out to the second baseman, and now 2 outs for the Owls here in the top of the 8th. Score still tied 5-5. Now batting is number 40, Johan Silva, the second baseman. Silva is 0 for 3 on the night so far. Ground out, pop out, strikeout, swinging, but all of them being quality at-bats. He did strike out swinging his last at-bat, getting the beer batter or the beer got discounted.
That's right. Made everybody run towards the concessions.
There's the 0-0, curveball way outside, ball 1. 1-0 count to Silva.
Silva now the favorite player of a lot of these Casper Rocky fans out here at Lansing Field.
They're drinking him in. Here's the 1-0, beautiful grounder to the second baseman. Nice hard hit ball, but he is thrown out at first to Kyle Blumenthal. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 8th. Score is still tied 4-4. Come on back.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 Quick Dry Nylon River Shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
The Wolverine, or Kulalaskus, makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 four-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
For decades, the Cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
1400 K-Star.
The Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're now in the bottom of the 8th inning. Thanks for sticking with us. The score is still tied 5-5. No more runs put up in the last 4 innings. The attendance tonight at Mike Lansing Field, 1,070 people. Not bad at all.
A nice Sunday afternoon crowd.
All right,
Casper.
Still pitching out there is Rafael Cruz for the Owls. He's facing Steven Suarez, the catcher. His first pitch is a curveball going inside and low for ball 1. 1-0 count to... Oh, that was a strike. Oh, hits the inside corner.
He called that a strike?
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Here's the 0-1 to Suarez. Gets a hold of it and fouls it down the first base line. Nice hit. That is strike 2, though.
Suarez is 0 for 3 on the night, but he's reached base a couple of times on an error and scored a run in the second inning.
Both of them errors from Trumbo. No, one of them was an error in Station.
One was the throwing error on Station. One was the dropped play at first base by Trumbo.
Okay. So the 0-2 count to Suarez. No outs yet. No runners on base. Score is tied 5-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. Suarez is from Miami, Florida. Here's his 0-2. Slow curve outside corner. What the heck?
Sorry, I think the scoreboard had it wrong. Now it says 1-2. The umpire is saying 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Okay.
So the scoreboard operator made a mistake.
There's the 1-2, and a line drive right over to Hindley Station. He jumps for it, but it goes and rolls into left field. Cole Kuhn picks it up, but a single for Steven Suarez.
Nice.
And he clapped for himself out on first base. Hooray for me!
A nice 2-strike approach right there by Suarez as he reached out and slapped one over Stacia into left field.
I've never seen Stacia jump that high. That was pretty weird. He got his legs up in the air. Pretty cool.
He can fly.
He can fly. No outs yet for the Rockies here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner on first. Now batting, bottom of the lineup, Daniel Mayora. Here's comes Mayora's 0-0. Here comes Mayora's 0-0 pitch, and he fouls it off a bunt up the first base line for strike 1. 0-1 count.
Mayora trying to sacrifice the runner Suarez over to second base here in a tied game at 5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looks like the Rockies have some action in their bullpen. The Owls bullpen is not active at the current moment.
This is the time when they need to play it safe and just manufacture runs.
Absolutely.
There's the 0-1. Bunts it, into Rafael Cruz's glove. He drops it, but the throw is made to Trumbo by Dallas Morris and still gets the out at first base. It does advance Steven Suarez to second, but what a nice play. Rafael Cruz, a grounder hopped into his glove and bounced out. But Morris is right behind him to pick it up and make the throw to first base. Still got the out.
It almost looked like the knee of Rafael Cruz knocked the ball out of his own glove. And Morris being very heads up right there, makes the throw over to Trumbo for the first out of the inning.
Backing him up. 1 out now. Bottom of the 8th. Score tied 5-5. The Rockies have a runner on second base. And Corey Wimberly at the plate now. Off a first pitch, Warren Wimberly slaps it out in the left center.
Oh, wow.
And Kuhn makes the diving catch in left center field.
And doubles the runner off. Bradley Kuhn, unbelievable catch
throw
in
to
left
second
field.
Base. Beautiful. That is 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 8th. Score still tied 5-5.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We're all the way in the top of the 9th inning. The score is still tied 5-5. Still pitching out there for the Rockies, Brett Strickland. We saw the end of the bottom of the 8th inning end beautifully with a double play manufactured from Bradley Kuhn, making the diving catch in left field, then throwing to Sohan Silva on second base, and then to Mark Trumbo on first to get in the double play. It was a beautiful catch and a beautiful, what's that called, turnaround by Kuhn. getting up and off the ground.
Just full extension, and he was able to double the runner off there at second base as he thought that ball was going to land in the gap. Kuhn full extension into left center field.
Yeah.
Made the play and doubled the runner off.
Coming up to bat right now for Josh Coles is actually Colby Overstreet pitch hitting. Colby Overstreet coming in for Coles.
Overstreet had a big 2-run pinch hit single in game 1 in Idaho Falls. And it was very impressive to see as he was able to come off the bench and do the job then. Let's see if he can do that here in the 9th.
Overstreet, a left-handed batter, batting .232. He's got 13 RBIs and no home runs yet. And here we go, top of the 9th inning. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Overstreet, and it hits on the outside with a curveball, ball 1, 1-0 count.
Overstreet tall
guy.
A big guy from Midland, Texas.
Right.
He's 6'5", 225 pounds.
There's his 1-0, same place, outside with a curveball, 2-0 count now for Overstreet.
He's tall.
He last played with Oklahoma City University. And here comes his 2-0 pitch. Lets this one fly. Swing and a miss, outside curve, strike 1. That one he decided to swing on, and strike 1. 2-1 count now for Overstreet.
The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the inning for the Owls. Overstreet, Smith, and Kuhn.
There's the 2-1 way inside with the fastball, almost snagging Overstreet on the knees. 3-1 count now. I think we should build on one of our outfield walls at the home of the Owls Stadium, a little picture of like a street and a car, and then say there we go, the 3-1 grounder to the second baseman. There's a throw to first. Overstreet is thrown out at first base. 1 out now in the top of the 9th for the Owls. A little like a picture, and then if he hits a home run into that area, it's the Overstreet.
I like it.
It would be stupid.
But we do have the creepy tube fishing kids down the right field line. There's a river that runs behind the fence at Casper, and there's a mural of 2 kids fishing, and it's just creepy looking.
Yeah, they're painted with all like shadowy on their faces, and it's not good.
12 feet tall.
They're 12 feet tall. That's like a bad dream. Now batting is Stantrell Smith. His first pitch, he gets his knees buckled on an outside corner hitting curveball. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Smith. Here comes his pitch. Gets a hold of that one. Chopper up to the shortstop. Shortstop throws to first base. Blumenthal barely gets the out at first base. Stantrell Smith, a fast guy. He was about 1 leg length off of the bag there, getting thrown out at second.
Nice play by Wimberly at shortstop there to be able to throw out the speedy Stantrell Smith.
That's 2 outs now for the Owls in the top of the 9th. Score still tied 5-5. We need to put up 1 more run here so we can end this game. If not, we'll be going into extra innings if the Rockies can't put up any runs. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, just what I was actually hoping for tonight was extra innings.
Yeah, praying. There's the 0-0 to Kuhn, who's now batting, and he bunts it up the first base line. Pitcher tries to pick it up and bobbles it, and Kuhn is safe on first base.
That's got to be a rule to base hit there for Brad Kuhn. I haven't seen any official scoring pop up, but he bunted down the first base line. A tough play for Brett Strickland, the Casper pitcher, and it is a hit.
Cool. That one just getting out of pitcher Strickland's glove. And now a runner on first base with 2 outs. Stepping to the plate now, Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia finally got on base his last at-bat with a single, his first hit on the night. He grounded out his last 3 at-bats. He's had his 5th at-bat already.
1 for 4 tonight, and for Kuhn, that was his 2nd hit of the night.
Cool.
So, another good offensive night for Bradley Kuhn.
Kuhning it up. Here comes the throwing over to first base. Kuhn's still safe over there. Kuhn usually bunts down the third base line or the first base line, but just trickles it. And this time it was almost all the way to the bag. Strickland almost ran into him trying to pick it up. All right, Stacia at the plate now. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Lets it fly. Fastball inside and low. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Stacia.
Dallas first waiting in the on-deck circle, hoping he'll get a shot to put the Owls ahead for good here in the 9th inning.
Yes, and I believe he can.
The pickoff play over to first. Kuhn just back in underneath the throw from Strickland. Blumenthal just about got the tag down on him in time.
Kuhn likes to lead off with his 12 stolen bases on the season. Has he been caught stealing?
I believe twice, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's right.
Another pickoff attempt, and again, Kuhn safe.
Again, Heinle Stacia from Willemstad, Curaçao, Netherlands, Antilles. He speaks 4 languages. Last play with the Trinity Christian Academy. Kuhn on first base. Stacia at the plate. He has the 1-0 count. Here comes Stacia's 1-0 pitch. Lets it fly. And grounder to the shortstop, and it gets past the shortstop, bouncing out of his glove. There goes Kuhn to second. Kuhn making it to third. Stacia holding up on first, and then deciding to run a little bit farther, and is, come on.
He's safe at second base.
Call it, but safe on second base. Heinle Stacia was heading to second, kind of stopped a bit, and then the throw came in a little late, so he moved to second base, and that will count as a double for him?
That should be a double, yes. That's a very interesting play right there. Bradley Kuhn, the runner on first base. The Rockies are very aware of his speed, and Kuhn started and stopped at first base, which forced Corey Wemberly, the shortstop, to take a hard step towards second base from his shortstop position and not allowing him to make the play there. As the ball skipped off his glove, and Kuhn advances to third on the play, and Station will go into second base with the double.
So a two-out kind of rally deal here. Runners on second and third. 70 to the plate now, Dallas Morris, the third baseman. Here comes Morris's 0-0 pitch, and he lets it fly way outside with a fastball. Ball one. 1-0 count, 2 outs, runners on second and third. An excellent chance right now for the Owls to put a run ahead and get out of this game with no more damage from the Rockies.
Little things that can win a baseball game, just like Brad Kuhn right there, starting and stopping. That it won't be in a scorebook tomorrow, but it's a huge play.
There's the 1-0, outside and low with a fastball, ball 2, 2-0 count. Something that the numbers can't tell.
Exactly.
Is a quality run.
You're not going to read about that sort of thing in the box score tomorrow morning in the paper, but Brad Kuhn with the diving play in left field to end the 8th inning and doubling the runner off at first, and then starting and stopping there, forcing Wemberly to be out of position on a ground ball, could prove to be 2 gigantic plays here in game 1 of the 3-game series.
Again, the field staff for the Casper Rockies, manager P.J. Carey's out on the mound right now. Their pitching coach is Richard Palacios. Their hitting coach is Tony Diaz. Their athletic trainer is Jeremy Spencer. Their strength and conditioning coach, Mike Lago-Marcin. And their clubhouse manager, again, Dennis Puvlo. Casper Rockies. Pioneer League affiliate of the Colorado Rockies.
I believe Casper's first year in the league was 2001, the same year as the Provo Angels franchise debuted in the Pioneer League, which, of course, has now moved to Orem and become our wonderful Orem Owlz franchise.
I think they're playing the dance remix of the Pink Floyd Money song. It was very interesting. All right, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Morris at the plate. He's got the 2-0 count. Pitcher checks his runner on second and third. There's the 2-0 pitch. Gets a hold of it, line drive right into the pitcher's stomach, and he makes the throw to first base, getting out number 3. That one hit him right in the breadbasket and leaving 2 runners stranded. That is 3 outs. That ends the top of the 9th. Score is still tied, 5-5. Come on back for the bottom after this.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, "I can give you wings," and he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach hundreds of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, "Wings for you, too." Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back to Birds of Play with the Wingman, everyone. We're now in the bottom of the 9th inning. The score is still tied out here, 5-5. So this is the last chance for the Rockies to put up any runs. Hopefully they don't. We go into extra innings, and the Owls put up a run. Then they don't put up any more, and we win. That would be the ideal situation.
Good plan.
You never know what happens. If we, never mind.
New right fielder in the ballgame for the Orem Owls. Anderson Rosario comes in after Josh Coles' pinch hit for Colby Overstreet. Right. Rosario will replace Overstreet in right field.
Still pitching for the Owls, Rafael Cruz. He's facing Eric Young Jr. right now. The first pitch is a fastball. Catching the inside corner, Young went for the bunt and pulled back, but not good enough. 0-1 count now for Young. No outs yet, no runners yet on base.
Nighttime falling over the skies here in Casper, Wyoming, as the lights in the stadium are being turned on.
There's the 0-1, and Mark Trumbo gets a ground ball to him, and it goes underneath his glove into right field, way back into right field, and Eric Young Jr. makes it all the way to second base on a catching error from Mark Trumbo.
That almost, to be honest with you, looks just like the play with Bill Buckner in the 1986 World Series. I'm sure any Boston Red Sox fan remembers when the ball skipped under his glove, and the Mets won the game, ended up winning the World Series in Game 7. But that ball just skipped underneath the glove of Trumbo, took a bad hop, but he is unfortunately credited with an error, his second of the night.
Gosh.
And now the winning run on second base in the person of Eric Young, who's very quick.
No outs yet for the Rockies. Now Trevor Allen at the plate. Allen's been pretty darn dangerous tonight with his single RBI and his home run with 2 RBIs. He was thrown out in a double play his last at-bat. That first pitch there, ball 1, the fastball outside. 1-0 count.
Interesting scenario here. Tom Kotzman electing to not intentionally walk Trevor Allen with first base open and the winning run on second base.
There's the 1-0 in the corner with the fastball. Strike 1. 1-1 count to Allen.
Cole Garner is a hitter on deck. He is 0 for 3 tonight. He's been hit by a pitch, reached on an error, grounded out, and struck out.
Okay.
So we'll see if this plan will work out here for Kotzman and the Owls.
They're looking ahead and seeing that they can handle it. There's the 1-1 pitch. Another one outside and low. Curveball, ball 2. 2-1 count now for Allen. Runner still on second base.
I would expect Cruz to probably try to be either burying these pitches in the dirt or probably not bringing anything too close to Trevor Allen here.
Right.
And time being called on the field as it looks like Brett Martinez is going to stand up. And they are now going to intentionally walk Rafael Cruz will intentionally walk Trevor Allen, putting him on first base intentionally.
All right. There it is, the pitch out. And that's ball 3. Ball 4 should be on its way. Do they have a stat for how many times they've been intentionally walked?
I don't believe they do. Oh, actually, you know what? Yes, they do.
IVB?
Yes.
That is, Trevor Allen's never been intentionally walked. Only one of the Rockies players has, Cole Garner, another dangerous guy.
So that sets up the double play. The reason for the intentional walk there is now there's runners on first and second, and the runner on second base being the winning run. If the guy on first scores, then obviously it doesn't matter because the guy in front of him has already scored. So it sets up the double play for Garner, who's hit the ball on the ground a couple of times tonight.
Still no outs for the Rockies here. Now runner on first and second base in the bottom of the ninth. Score still tied 5-5. Here comes Cole Garner. Cole Garner. He is 0 for 4 on the night. 0 for 3. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Grounder to the pitcher, Rafael Cruz. Cruz bobbles it. And the throw to Trumbo is a little late, and Cole Garner makes it to first base.
That was a sacrifice bunt attempt there by the cleanup hitter, Cole Garner. Interesting there from P.J. Carey. And Cruz couldn't come up with it. No credit Garner with a single, kind of a questionable call there. But it's his first hit of the night. A little hometown scoring there from the official scorekeeper.
Sure.
But nonetheless, the bases are loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth inning. And Tom Kotzman making his way to, looks like, to speak with the home plate umpire, Tim Beretsky. We could see a double switch possible here, maybe just a defensive replacement.
That Boyer?
That looks like Billy Boyer is going to come out of the dugout and play second base for
Johan Silva?
No, actually what they're going to do, very interesting here, Bradley Kuhn will come out of the ball game in left field, and the Owls will go with 5 infielders instead of 4. This is very interesting here. You usually will never, I've never seen Tom Kotzman do this. This is my 5th year with the team. And what he's going to do now is he'll have Morris playing in his regular third base position, Stacia playing in his regular shortstop position. Billy Boyer will literally be playing on second base.
Okay.
And Silva will be playing his regular second base spot, and Trumbo will be playing his regular first base spot.
Oh, this is crazy.
So 5 infielders here with the 2 outfielders for the Owls.
They're making like a wall in the infield.
Exactly. They're going to try to keep the ball in the infield and try to get a double play here.
Wow.
And
weird.
You can see Rosario, well, you can't see it home, but you can see Rosario is now shifting towards the right center field with Smith in left center field. Very, very interesting
shallow
right here. Yes.
Wow, this is weird.
This is something very different you don't see real often.
Okay, so bases loaded now for the Rockies. No outs. Bottom of the ninth. Scores tied 5-5. Up at the plate now is Kyle Blumenthal. He's had a double tonight. Here comes Blumenthal's 0-0 pitch in this interesting situation. Inside fastball, almost lost by Martinez, but he gets a hold of it. Ball 1-0 count now to Blumenthal.
Brett Martinez's defense once again shining through here tonight as he blocks that ball in the dirt right there, which would have saved a run and saved the game pretty much right there.
Is this a minor league thing or is it a major league thing for this to happen?
No, this is baseball right here. This is,
really?
You know, one manager trying to do what he can to win the game.
There's the 1-0 fastball, outside corner, strike 1, 1-1 count. That one hit in the outside low corner. 1-1 is the count to Blumenthal. No outs yet. Bases loaded. Scary time for the Owls. Again, they have 5 infielders vying to get rid of Kuhn at left field and bring Billy Boyer in to cover second base. Here comes the 1-1. Gets a hold of it, slaps it out in the left field, and it bounces into left field past Santrell Smith, and coming in for the run scored, the lead runner there. Who is that? Eric Young Jr. coming in for the run scored.
It's going to be a game-winning RBI single for Kyle Blumenthal, and the Rockies will win this one 6-5.
That's the end of the game in the bottom of the ninth. Rockies win it 6-5. Come on back for this post-game wrap-up after this. Hi.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980. By the United States Air Force, Cross, Into the Blue. By Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years. And by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. That was a very interesting game out here for the Orem Owls. The final scores of the game, the Rockies win it 6-5 here in the bottom of the ninth. Final score is 5 runs for the Owls on 11 hits with 2 errors. For the Rockies, 6 runs on 13 hits with 1 error. The interesting last inning there where Tom Kochman took out Bradley Kuhn in left field, brought in Billy Boyer to cover second base to make a wall in the infield, and the ball was hit right into center field, getting a single RBI for Kyle Blumenthal to win the game.
Very interesting situation there from Kochman. Like I said, this is year number 5 for me with Kochman and with the organization. I've never seen anything like that. So, very interesting.
The winning pitcher for the night is Brett Strickland for the Rockies. Strickland now has a record of 3-2. The losing pitcher, sadly, Rafael Cruz. Cruz has now a record of 1-1. No save tonight on the game. Some interesting stuff happened for the Orem Owls. We saw a single RBI from Bradley Kuhn and then a walked-in RBI from Bradley Kuhn. He now has 15 RBIs on the season. A single from Dallas Morris. The 18th double on the season for Mark Trumbo. He's now tied in the Pioneer League standings with 18 doubles. He also scored in a run as well. We saw another single from Patrick Riley, a single from Santrell Smith, a double from Heinle Stacia. That's actually 2 singles from Bradley Kuhn. So doing a lot of damage out there, hard-hit balls tonight, and some quality at-bats as well.
Kuhn also made one of the best defensive plays I've seen this season for the Owls in left field that ended the bottom half of the 8th inning, but unfortunately it all comes in a losing effort.
Making that catch out in left field and throwing out the runner at second base. So a good game tonight for the Orem Owls. Sadly, we lose the first game in this 3-game series against the Rockies. Tune in tomorrow night. The game is at 7:05 tomorrow night against the Casper Rockies again for Game 2 in this 3-game series. Thanks for tuning in. These Orem Owls radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home, J&J Services, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, and Stevens Henniger College. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Brett Crane.
We are the Wingmen, reminding you never to leave your wingman. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.